That's right, bitches. One more Wardcast parody for the road.
Welcome to the DarkAbridgerEX's Spookcast, where we'll talk a little bit about life, shows, animes, games, movies, answer some questions, and do some voice acting improv, keep you updated on what's going on. I'm your host, Dante's of DarkAbridgerEX's, and today's guest is...
Hello!
Oh, so no soundbite to play during the Spookcast.
I had soundbite, so just like, did you want to properly introduce me? But okay, we'll go with that.
Sorry about that.
Wow. Okay.
It's gonna be soundbite versus soundbite. Let's go, bitch.
Wow.
You asshole!
All right. But this is Alec Funnell. He's one of our newer VAs, which you'll be hearing in the Devil May Cry 1 spook coming this right up. Fucking when?
No.
Oh no! Oh yeah! Tell us a little bit more about yourself, Alec. What kind of underwear do you wear? What's your current hair color right now? What do you do? What's your involvement with me? What's your relationship with me? What makes you live? What makes you die?
Well, what makes me live is possibly the coronavirus air that we breathe in. But
Wow.
So I'm immune. I found that out today.
Yay!
Yeah, no, I didn't. That's just bullshit.
Aw.
But I'm Alec. I am 29 years old, evil British gay guy that really doesn't give a shit about the gay jokes. It's like, yeah, carry on, or hell, I'll just be part of it. I don't care. I am definitely not the type to cry about it. Go ahead, leave comments and be as nasty as you like to me. I don't give a shite. So yeah, I'm a rookie voice actor as a hobbyist. I am a rookie machinima parody maker. I always prefer the term parody, but machinima is all the rage apparently, according to Shaun. And speaking of Shaun, that's actually how we met, isn't it, Dahante?
Yes, we met just about as much as I met with Diz and everyone else from the ward via the ward, and we talked. Basically while I was still active in the server, that was basically how we met, and then eventually the Wardcast happened, and then we got to know each other even more.
Yeah, I would say the thing that unified us was pretty much while we were on the Wardcast, we would both come up with song lyrics that would drive the Shaun completely the mad.
Mm-hmm. We sent him all of our loving that we sent to him.
Got to have all your loving.
Shaun's most likely listening to these spoodcasts because that's what he does. I can just hear him right now going, God damn it!
God damn it!
Oops, I did it again. Sorry, Shaun.
I know it's toxic, but we can't help it. Baby, we were born this way. We're gonna have officially have a...
It's gonna be fun.
We're gonna have like a song reference counter throughout the rest of this spoodcast. Obviously, there's no point in doing it visually because these are audio focused, but just pretend there is. Count how many song references we make through this entire spoodcast, and do not play a drinking game with it, you will die. Let us know in the comments if you actually comment to count how many song references we made, or at least ones that you caught. Ta-da.
We actually counting how many ones we doing as well as we go along?
Yes.
Just to see. Okay, yeah, fine.
That about sums up our introduction, yeah?
Yeah, pretty much. I'll just say that, Dante has voiced a few characters of my spunk, Dino Crisis. No, you aren't on Dino Crisis, but I'm gonna get you on Dino Crisis. But definitely as Victoria in Life is Stupid.
Yes! I got to play Victoria with this voice.
Victoria, shut the fuck up.
No, talk to me.
Yeah, that's how we know each other. Let's move on.
All right, guys, it's time to talk a little bit about life. I said, hey, what's going on? It's been one hell.
Is there life on Mars? Sorry, carry on.
It's been a hell of a month. I was supposed to do this spoodcast on the 15th, exactly a month since the last one, and obviously a lot has happened in our world. It's on fire right now, but if it took China 2 months to get out of this hellhole, we probably can too. Maybe. I don't know. I don't want to dive too deep into the whole background of this. I just wanted, let you guys know, just keep it together. We gotten through 1 month of this. We could probably do 2. Maybe. Don't do anything stupid. Stay safe. Practice all the safety precautions that we need to make sure we survive. And yeah, hang in there. We're doing our best to, provide you guys stuff while you're trapped in here, but also take the moment to go outside. Not outside, but get active, soak in some sun rays, exercise, all that fun stuff. Just don't get anyone sick or don't get sick. Ta-da! Positive motivation, yo.
We gotta get through this. Boom, boom. Gotta get through this. Yeah, sorry, Carol.
Wow, we're all in this together. Now I want to shoot myself for that fucking reference.
Yes, you should.
Control, Shift, G. Oh!
Oh no, he's dead.
Fuck!
Well, that's the last ever Spookcast. Thanks for joining us, people.
And then we play the ending music here, ta-da, but I don't have original ending music. But,
oh god, he's alive!
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm alive. No! Yeah, I'm persistent. Main character shields and all. Anyways, Alec, besides that atrocious piece of shit thing going on with our world right now, how has your 2020 been?
Yeah, it's been, aside from the obvious, I would say let's go from January where I turned 29 and I have this big ass Metal Gear Rex poster clip so it's a big wooden kind of poster thing of Metal Gear Rex, you know what I mean? So wall art of it. So I got this for my birthday.
Aww.
Yeah, it came from Alex. And we still haven't put it up.
Oh.
It's like 3 months later, it's like, probably should have put that up.
Where are you gonna put it?
That's the other multi-million-dollar question.
Multi-million-dollar question.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, it's like, we've had so much stuff come into this flat. It's like, for people that don't know, flat is our term for apartment. So, yeah.
It's pretty flat.
Get out.
No. Wait. Control Shift B!
Really?
Yes.
Do you feel better now?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, after that, I started the year pretty well, actually, because me and Shaun are doing this thing where we have to try and platinum 20 games on
For 2020.
PlayStation. Yeah, for 2020. And I'm currently on 11.
Wow, you got 9 more to go. And half of them has been fucking indie games, hasn't it?
But the last one's been Resident Evil 3, but it's not the point.
Wow.
It's not how you get there, it's that you get there.
Yeah, that's why Shaun was talking about doing Uncharted both on the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4.
That's because he's a dumbass.
Wow.
So I am quite close to getting my 12th platinum now, and it's not an indie game, it's Far Cry 5.
Oh, you're not so far from a cry of finishing that, are you?
Crimea River.
Wow. It just gets worse.
Things can only get better. Yeah. You can tell when I just done it when I used to go,
This is what happens when Shaun doesn't hold us back.
Yeah, we need a moderator. But so far I would say I've been quite focused on starting a new career path, actually. It's a bit difficult now, but it's just a step back because I'm still going to be focusing on doing that. I should say I'm a carer. I've been a carer for 8.5 years now.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so it's perhaps about time to stop wiping people's asses for a living.
And just wipe your own ass, right?
Yeah, no. Ew. So I want to try and get into the IT side of things, get an IT career. I don't know how exactly yet, but I'm looking into college when it reopens and stuff like that. Probably like media production somewhere along the line, so that'll be fun because I do consider myself a bit of a creative guy, so although all my ideas are pretty much stupid, but fun stupid.
Yeah, if you guys haven't I'm gonna be probably linking it in the description, but some of Alec's work is actually pretty fucking funny if you guys check it out. So I'll link Life is Stupid from one of them, because that was a joy to watch.
Just don't listen to it via headphones, you start to notice a few things, but I'm working on that as well. But I have to say, my most recent project, it sounds a lot better than Life is Stupid even. But yeah. Life is stupid and strange, just so people are aware.
It's stuprange.
It's a little bit funny. Yeah,
This feeling inside.
Yeah, but let's not carry on with that. You don't want me to carry on with that one.
Oh no, I'm not sure if I do.
Yeah, that's my goal of the year, besides the 2020 Platinum Games. And this is a weird thing, because none of those things were New Year's resolutions. I mean, what did you have for New Year's resolutions?
For me?
Yeah.
Do what I did in 2019 and go even further beyond, as DarkAbridgerEX release a sequel for every one of my spoods, and do the whole spood skits every month. Provide more content, basically. That's my 2020 resolution for both Dante and DarkAbridger.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, as you can see, I've been sticking to my guns on that. Have you seen how many shit I've had in between Spoodcast?
Yes, I am aware.
Yeah.
I do follow their channel.
Yes, thank you, Alec. Some people that I know can try following that example. I won't say who.
Wow, hang on. Where's my gun sound effect?
Well, okay, it's okay. I got this.
I'm gonna get one for my sound card. I'm pretty sure I had one. Like, hang on. There we go.
Jesus! Triple shot!
Yep.
Fucking brutal. And she probably doesn't even listen to the Spoodcast, but if she ever, by chance, comes across this, I say it with love, okay? We just started becoming homies. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Baby steps.
And if she does listen to this, then... Yeah.
What? What was that?
That was a sound effect of either Dino Crisis or Resident Evil, but yeah.
One of the two.
Dino Crisis.
It's both Capcom.
Yeah. It's always good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was there anything else that happened in your life so far, this 2020?
That's the only positive things I can bring up. The other things I can't talk about.
Yeah.
And I don't want to talk about because it's not positive! Where is the positive in this year?
Where is the positivity, Shaun? Where's the positivity?
Yeah! It's all your fault.
Yeah, you're so negative. No, we're kidding. Sort of. Maybe.
Maybe.
For Shaun, who's saying this in response.
You bastard!
I know we are. I was adopted. What? Man.
Are you dead again?
I got my arm shot.
Can everyone stop getting fucking shot?
I'm sorry, I like alcohol.
I'll be surprised if anyone knows that one.
No. You got me there.
Funny enough, I actually used that one in Life is Stupid, but I don't think Jazz, who voiced Max, got it, and I just like, okay, do you know what, I'm gonna go with it. It's fine.
Wow.
She got the empty hammer one. I was like, okay, good, she got that one.
There's only so much song references you can toss out.
Yeah. Anything different? Anything new? Your year so far? Just look.
For my case, as the host, I really have to go from month to month since last Spoodcast, and I already kind of semi-stated what happened in my last episode's post-update kind of thing, where, I got the job I had got locked down shortly after I did the Spoodcast, and then, I've been out of my job, or furloughed at the moment, but... I've been dreaming about work, apparently. Or at least that was the first few weeks, and I was happy as fuck. That was fucking weird. It was crazy. I dropped the English class that I was taking and decided to take it for the summer because, I don't know, I gotta stick to my...
You dropped it like it was hot.
What? Yeah, I dropped it like it was hot. Dropped it like it's hot. When the shit's in my face, you drop it like it's hot. So I decided to just save it for the summer. School is out until summer. I actually have to make sure that tomorrow is my registration day. As of the time of this recording, it's 4/21/2020. This Bootcast is definitely probably going to be going before the end of April due to update talk later. Yeah, so I'm gonna save it for that. In the meantime, all I had was my Asian history class. Again, I like to point out the irony of taking an Asian history class during this year, but I digress. I got a lot of my shit done. It looks like I'm gonna have a good grade for my Asian history. A B if I do pretty good on my quiz and midterm and all that jazz. So, should be good. We'll see. Most of this class is going to be over if the lockdown is over by the start of May. If not, then I've taken an online class for a good chunk of my life, and that's great, because the only positive thing I got from this is not having to go into class, because it wants me to come in at 11:10, and I don't wake up at 10 o'clock, okay? Let's get that out there. I'll bring it up later of when I really get up. Anyways, so...
Stand up for your right. Sorry.
Stand up for my sleep. Instead, since I'm not going out to school and I don't have a work to go to where I run around a lot, I've been working out. Yeah, I work out. I'm sexy and I know it. So my routine has been changing a lot. Like, I was first doing at first I was venting out my stress and how pissed off I was initially, especially with
Are you also petrified?
Yes, I was paralyzed. I've been paralyzed and stuck by this virus. Something, make you move. So it made me move. So I started with, doing some push-ups and sit-ups and some fucking...
Fuck-ups.
And some fuck-ups, some dumbbells, and it ranged. Sometimes when I was done doing all the stretching and exercises, I would just fucking start beating the shit out of a box. I have this box that I used to use to hold up my mic, my little mic stand thingamaboober, but then I got other boxes to take over, so I don't have a punching bag or the money for one, so I use this box, which is stuffed full of boxes, to punch the shit out of. But now that's all done with because I've been mainly doing a runaround lap around my neighborhood. And for those who don't know how fucking big my neighborhood is, or not big, deep, steep, it's got a big hill that's steep. Running down it is scary. Biking down it is scarier, but running back up it always poops me out. During my first runs, I would make it halfway after going back up the hill, and then I'd fucking poop out, or it was a quarter. The latest I got was making it to this corner where it becomes flat for a bit, but then before I get to the street that takes me back to my house, there's still more steep uphill climbing, and then another steep uphill climbing because I'm the cul-de-sac that's above a cul-de-sac, private neighborhood kind of area, kind of shtick.
Yeah.
So I got a lot of uphill running to do at the end. It's almost a mile. It's 0.8 miles, but when I think about the hills that I have to run up, that's a mile to me. Ta-da!
Would you say it's 500 miles, and would you walk another 500 miles just to fall down at your door?
Well, I run up it, and I do fall at my door. Ba-da-da-da.
I'm psyching you out, aren't I?
Yeah. Every time, I'm always heaving the fuck. I'm literally like that. There's no exaggeration. I literally sound like that after I'm sprinting up that hill. Just recently, I finally got 25-pound dumbbells and a 10-pound leg weight. Because for a while, when I didn't have money before the stimulus check came in, I just had what my mom had, which was 10 pounds, and the only way I made up for that was doing more lifts than what I normally do, which is 30. And yeah, I've also been doing 100 squats. That was added to the routine, and it's starting to. When I first did it, I was aight, but now the more I'm doing it, the more I'm Jesus Christ! I can't do this.
Why do I do this to myself?
It's I get to 20 and I'm
Jesus! Jesus!
No, I know what you get You turn into... Where is it? Carry on talking while I find it.
Okay. Fuck.
Professional?
Yep. I go for that. I do that 100 times, still do 100 sit-ups and doing all the dumbbell lifts, and now I recently just added the 25 pounds, and Before, I would just quietly lift them with the 10 dumbbells, and now I've gone from that to, like I'm making fucking grunts every time I do it, because I literally have to exert that adrenaline energy in the grunts to fucking do it. And it's intense. And then I just ran around with the fucking leg weights, and I was running slower, obviously, because they're around my fucking ankles and I'm not used to them. And I was basically pooping out even faster, like on the flatline part of my neighborhood. I'm just like, damn, these things are fucking heavy.
This is all while you're on the toilet. I mean, this is impressive.
Wow. Thanks, you bastard. You fuck! So, I've been working out and stepping it up now that I've finally got, like, harder equipment. And I've been doing this every other day, so today's my rest day. And then tomorrow I'll be doing more workout, and hopefully it doesn't take me, like, more than an hour, because lately it's been taking more than an hour. And then that still requires me to, like, settle down, take a shower, and yesterday I even cut my hair. I've been cutting my own hair now.
Oh god.
Well, it's turning out fine. I'll send you pictures later after the Spoodcast to show you, because it's really all it is just trimming down my hair, because my hair poofs out, you know? It's fucking wavy hair, and, like, once it's all cut, it, like, actually, it's, like, pointy, and people, like, if you put your hand on it, it's just like, oh, it's pointy. But, yeah, and it's been a mess. Like, you know, I have to put my head over a garbage can. Like, not like a garbage can, like a metallic one, but like, you know, one of the more fun, safe home ones. And, yeah, there's a lot of hair. I have a lot of hair. But it works. I did it. Yesterday I did it, but it felt like it was messier than the first time. I don't know why, but I'm trying to maintain my bangs again because I accidentally shaved too much of my bangs off. I'm like, fuck, that shouldn't have happened. I like my bangs.
You shouldn't mess with guns.
And roses. Shouldn't mess with roses either. Otherwise you get welcome to the jungle.
Kids follow Rose.
Batman forever. Now it's not even the Wardcast, but we made the Batman quota. You're welcome, Shaun.
Yeah.
Where's my fucking lines? Batman. Anyways, so... yeah, I've been cutting my hair, but I've also been growing out my beard on my cheek. I usually shave the cheek part of my beard, but I'm considering this whole lockdown as no shave November, but in April, and if this goes on through May as well, maybe, who knows?
Maybe tomorrow I'll find my way home.
There's a lot of songs that have maybe. We had 2 completely contrasting maybe songs. You're welcome.
Yes.
Mine fell out. Or fall out.
Oh no, he's a Fallout Boy.
Oh, no. No.
Jesus!
I think that's pretty much what's been going on personal life-wise, you know? Otherwise, I've been staying in contact with everybody, and the rest of what I could be talking about is in the media talk and Darker Bridger updates. Because obviously, there's nothing too much happening now in life until this shit's over. Yep, so now that we've talked about life for a good, nice, breaking new record within the 25-minute marks of this entire Spoodcast, let's just go talk about shows, anime desu, and movies. Echo reverb effect.
Yeah.
I'm starting to try to, like, streamline how I say these things. So, Alec, what movies, shows, or animes, or whatever have you seen this year? Tell us about them, and tell us about it a little bit.
Well, I kind of thought I'd focus on Dragon Ball, actually. But it's because I grew up watching Dragon Ball Z, but I never watched the original Dragon Ball series. So I only started to watch them like last year, towards the end of the year. So whether that still counts, I don't know. Whatever. But recently, like a week ago, so I'm in lockdown, and me and Alex are in lockdown. So like, well, nothing else to do other than to start Dragon Ball Super.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
What a one to start with.
Well, we've now got up to the end of season 3, and it's annoying because each season just lifts with this cliffhanger. Just like, really? I have to wait until the next postal delivery for the next episode?
The next postal delivery. How come you didn't just order all of it at once?
Because reasons.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how many seasons are there?
I think Alex said there was about 15 or something. So I'm just like,
15!
I don't know. But it's taken less episodes. Well, let's do a bit of comparison. It's less episodes of the same fight than in Dragon Ball Z, because like when it gets to the Frieza saga, it's like so many episodes of just Goku and Frieza just punching the shit out of each other, and then they like, oh, I'm gonna get serious now.
Wow. That's...
Yeah.
I can't deny that, though.
No. I do like it. It's just like when you rewatch it from the start, you think, oh god, just get to that fucking end already.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know, yeah, it's been nice to watch Dragon Ball again lately. It's just, it's a bit like, you know, as I was late getting into Yu-Gi-Oh! TV series, the original Yu-Gi-Oh!
By 4 kids?
Well, yeah, I couldn't watch the, you know, Japanese version because reasons.
Right.
But yeah, I was actually quite into that. I was getting into that, and I was like, oh, got into season 5, I'm like, oh, there's no more.
Yeah. Doesn't that hurt?
Damn it. I know, and what is with that fucking last season when they're talking about finding the name of Yami or whatever? You think,
A Tom or something like that.
Yeah,
a Tem. There it is.
Yeah, you think, what the fuck?
I
He
still
says it at
remember.
Yeah, he said it at the end of season 1, I think. I'm like, well, yeah. It's crazy. But yeah, it was quite good. I regret not watching it when I was a child. But when I was a child, I was pretty much a Pokemon fan from the get-go, and I am fiercely loyal to one TV show. If I get into it, just like Pokemon.
It's funny you say that, because I think I was like the exact opposite. Like, I still liked Yu-Gi-Oh! And I liked Pokemon, but I played a lot more of like the Pokemon games. And we're talking about mainly like from the Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advanced era, because as I may have mentioned to other people before, DS and onwards, which I did not have, that was where I died out. But I definitely didn't watch the Pokemon show as much, and I watched Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot more. I did play a few of the games for a bit, but I didn't get too deep into gaming with Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I didn't have anyone to play with anyways. I was alone, and I just like collecting not cute looking cards, cool looking cards.
Yeah, I still don't know how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! It's like, what?
Well, given how much the rules have changed, yeah, I don't know how we do it either.
It's like you start to grasp it, and then they change it, and like, okay, whatever.
I think I remember like once there was a talk about, I think it was like Yu-Gi-Oh! Versus Perfect Cell, and then there was just a bash of all the rules that changed, and he just like, ah!
Yeah. I take it you've watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge then.
Just a tad bit. It's been a minute, and obviously some people in my life, one of my personal friends, are way more in touch with the series, obviously, because, you know, one of the hard things is when you do bridging on really long-running animes is that, you know, keeping up with it can be a little hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm still surprised how some people can get away with it, especially with how uploading anime on YouTube is really fucking ridiculous sometimes. At least, as from my experience as a DarkAbridger. My account.
I mean, I've seen a few videos of you having some kind of anime thing on it. I mean, what?
I had to fight for that to stay up, and that's basically what happened, and that's why they're still up there. But after a certain episode of my only anime parody on YouTube, I started just uploading it elsewhere and giving a link to that so people could still view it. But it's on a Google, so it's still semi like the YouTube player if you're on PC and stuff. If you're on like phone, it's a little different, but it still works. Yeah, it's just a little jank just because of how I have to work around potential copyright claims and the fact that the copyright claims can fucking impact my account. Like, they can actually strike it and then fucking prevent me from uploading 15 plus minute longer videos. Or worse, like, if I try to rebut the claim and they fight back, I'm fucked. So, anime is really hard to upload on YouTube.
It's only a matter of time before, you know, video games get totally like, nope, we're having a back phase, you bastards. You had to pay us money for for you parodying our shit.
When that day comes,
I don't know why I went to Spencer.
I don't know why you went to Spencer either. Maybe you want to become a god, or maybe you're just the voice of God. The right to be a god.
The right to be a fag.
Wow. You can say that. You can say that.
Well, yeah, I'm allowed to.
Is there anything else you've watched so far this year?
I rewatched Gravitation. It's technically a yaoi, but it's not intense. Like, oh god, like they just kiss a few times, but you know, it's not. Oh my god, the world is burning.
Wow.
But yeah, it's a good show. I mean, it's a lot different from some of the shows I've seen. You think it's a nice welcome change.
You've watched Yuri on Ice?
No, I haven't. Hang on, pardon me.
Are you interested in watching Yuri on Ice?
I could give it a go. I mean, you tell me about it while I cough.
Oh, okay. So, I haven't watched this myself, but basically, to summarize it in too long, didn't read it. It's two gay guys on an ice rink, ice skaters.
Okay.
Yes. And that's it. That's all I know. Obviously, a lot other people know the show more than me, but it's not Yuri. Like the guy's name is Yuri. It's Yaoi on Ice. The reality is it's Yaoi on Ice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, perhaps I'll have a little look at that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, Gravitation is about this singer and songwriter that is writing new lyrics to a song, and it leaves its hand because of this strong wind, and it gets picked up by a famous writer, and the famous writer is like, "You suck."
Wow.
And then just walks. Yeah. And then the singer-songwriter that made the lyrics is like, "How dare that guy tell me I suck?" And he just gets so round up, and then his bandmate is just like, "You like him, don't you?" I'm like, "What? He's a guy. I don't like guys."
Wow, a story of coming out, huh?
Yeah, and then it practically happens, and then they end up falling for each other, and it's like, yeah, okay.
My God, who didn't see that coming?
But it doesn't quite end the way most relationships would end. So I'll leave it like that.
Damn.
Yeah, damn. Tell me more. Tell me more.
Jesus.
Here we go again.
And otherwise, movies-wise, I loved Detective Pikachu. I don't know if you've seen that.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. It's a pretty fun, safe movie.
Yeah. I mean, it had moments where I was just like, mainly the Ivysaur. There's too much fucking Ivysaur.
It was just a fun experience, but the acting is definitely on the side for everyone that's not Ryan Reynolds, basically. Also, some of the concepts of becoming Pokemon is like, okay.
I like how the whole Mewtwo thing was pretty much linked to the original. And it's like, oh, okay.
Right. That was some nice callback there.
Yeah. That was nice. But yeah, other than that, it's probably, because I'm trying to think of other films, it's probably last year now, but it's not like we can see them this year. Hint.
Fuck!
John Wick 3.
Ooh, I've been meaning to get into that trilogy.
Yeah, I think I started seeing it at John Wick 2, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, basically my partner was into John Wick and he was getting excited by the new one coming out, John Wick 3 I'm talking about, and he was like, "Oh, I'll tell you what happens in John Wick 1.
Wow.
He explains the plot. And I was like, when he explains the plot, I'm like, right, this is all because someone killed his dog.
Yeah, when you think about it.
Yeah.
This is for my dog! This is for my dog!
But do you know what? I kind of like it because it's, you see so many action films. They come up with so many serious reasons to do things, and this was just a nice break from, oh my god, he shot his dog. Fucking start World War 3 right now.
Yup.
But yeah, it's a fun watch. I did see John Wick 3 in the cinema. There was quite a few scenes, so I was just like, okay. I don't know if I'm going to give... No, I won't give spoilers, but it's just a few scenes where it's just like there's lots of people around.
And shit just goes down.
Yeah, and none of them freak out at anything that just happened in the center of it. And it's like, okay.
Yeah, because some people just think it's just a performance being done by actors.
It's another light in London. Yeah, so who knows? But yeah, I enjoyed the films, and I still haven't seen the first one. I got it on DVD. I just haven't watched it. Like, why?
I need to get around to finding whatever media stream service that has it so I can watch it. At best, I'm thinking I might as well fucking use my Amazon Video for that, because obviously a lot of people I know, because they know how I love The Matrix, really wanted me to go watch John Wick. I'm just like...
I haven't seen any Matrix. I haven't seen any Matrix.
Oh boy. And you're talking to someone like me. Oh boy.
Well, yes, I remember the last time I listened to Spookcast and someone brought up Matrix, and I'm like, okay.
Yes. So...
And I just did the same.
Wow. Fucking... Yeah.
I've seen Speed.
Listen, I'm a big Matrix fan. If you ever hear like the Spoodcast I had with Shaun and I, it was actually one of the fucking questions I had, which was like, it was like talking about the origins of my first YouTube name, which was Anderson JT, which was based off Mr. Anderson from The Matrix, and then JT Snow, which was a player on the Giants. It's a cool name. And yeah, obviously the Anderson part stuck through my various usernames. Matrix had a pretty effective impact on my life, and I still wear shades and a lot of black and long coats to this day. Yep. I really like The Matrix, guys.
You're just waiting to, get the courage to jump off a building and know you'll be fine.
Yeah, when I can free my mind well enough. Otherwise, I'll get Spider-Man 2.
I know certain scenes of it. It's like, because I've seen everything wrong with Matrix and that stuff, so I know what happens, and it's like, okay.
Yeah, that's what I kind of do with some movies that I'm really not interested in, but I want to... Yeah. You just go through that. I mean, The Matrix is still a good movie to go into, because it's more like... The first one's really like, as I probably mentioned briefly with Saki, if you don't remember, it's definitely got a lot of more, cool moments of action and stuff to like really cater to both people who are on the philosophical side and then like the action side. And then the other two movies go more into philosophical territory. But that's honestly, like, that's the part where it separates the, the 13-year-old kids who wanted to see this cool movie versus like the adults who really want a work of art. Because at the end of the day, it is a work of art. It's just really, it's on a different scale than the first movie, but I digress.
I think I will enjoy the movies. It's like, because like I love Metal Gear, and that is such fun.
Yeah.
So I won't go dive into that because I know we'll talk about that in a minute. So, but yeah, I should really watch Matrix. Perhaps I shall do that sometime this year.
Yeah. Was there anything else you've seen?
There's probably other things, but I can't think of it right now. Other than The Lion King,
oh my god,
live action.
Yeah, how was that piece of shit?
It was not the same at all, and I just think, oh god, why did I just watch this?
For Seth Rogen.
Why am I continuing to watch this? It really didn't bother me who was playing the characters. It was fine. However, it's never going to be the same as the original.
It's a loss in translation once you go from 2D to like CG 3D.
I think it'll be really interesting to have like in like 10, 20 years time when the children that watched, the live action Lion King and they happen to watch the original Lion King, what they like better. Would it be the original or the live action one? I'd be like,
If I ever have a kid in the future, which I do, one boy, I want to ask that question if I remember, see what he thinks. I'm assuming it's a he. Anyways,
well,
my genes.
Could be anything by, 2040.
Thanks for assuming it's 2040 by then.
Well, if we make it. Looks like we made it. Games, so we talk about games.
Wait, what the fuck? What happened to me?
Oh, who cares about
My
you?
God.
Okay, yeah, go on.
How could anyone do this?
I just did. Now.
So, through this lockdown, I've watched a fucking shit ton of shit. So a lot of what I was expecting the Spoodcast to be is a media-focused one, because there's so much shit that I've watched and played. For the watching half, let's see. So I've watched a lot of anime, and that's really mainly it. I've watched a lot of anime. So one of them was Akame Got Kill, which I've been interested to watch in since 2017, when I went to Anime Expo, or AX, back in that year. Like, I see this cute, long black-haired girl with red eyes. Ooh, cool, interested. But I never got around to it, because around the time most of these animes that I was watching now was on Netflix or fucking, I think it's Funimation. But anyways, so I've been managed to go around and watch these shows that I really wanted to watch but never got around to watching, and it's cool. Akame Got Kill is one of those rebellion theme animes, this corrupt government system, and these people are going around assassinating the corrupt people to restore the order. And the bigger part of this picture is the emperor of the current country is this kid who's being misled by this corrupt ass piece of shit that people have to fucking kill. They need to kill this guy at the end of the day. That's the main goal, and restore order to the world. And basically, that's pretty much it for the most of the anime. They go to their various people they have to assassinate, and then there's some mega people sent their way to stop them. Especially this one main antagonist lady who's really fucking beautiful and really fucking deadly, and they eventually have to cross paths with her and all that shit, because that's how animes with stakes play. So it's a really cool action-packed anime, and I forgot what that's like, because the very first episode shocked me with the plot twist, which I obviously, if you ever bother to watching, I'm not going to talk about it in depth, but obviously a little twist happens that flips your world upside down and reminds me, oh yeah, when there's dark action animes, dark shit's going to happen, you're going to see fucked up shit. Oops, whoa. So, yeah, it really kicked my dick. I think on the last Spoodcast I was almost done when I was on that with Yosekin, and then I finished it immediately after, because obviously we were in lockdown. What else was I gonna do? So yeah, I went through a lot of fucking emotions, and then I was just that was an ending. And then Kento, one of my members on my server, was basically telling me what's different in the manga, and where I basically just led to assume that, okay, so the anime just simplified it with this. Got it. Wonderful. So that was Akame Got Kill. Then I watched the next anime that I've been meaning to watch but never got around to. Part of me was also just because I was repelled by the ugliness of, not repulsed by some of the animation per se. Not that it's bad, it was just, I don't know if I was really in the mood for it, kind of thing. And that is Kakegurui, which is basically impulsive gambling. It's the gambling anime with some sexual themes in it. It's
okay.
So to explain this to you, Alec, it's a school. It's like any other school, a really high-class school, people, governmental figures, kids go to this school kind of thing, CEOs, kids, and all of the power, everything that's ruled through the school, the definite thing that gets you, in status, is because they have so much money, is to gamble. So people will play various gambling games together during recess or shit like that. That's their pastime, gambling. And people from the student council in this school are the greatest gamblers. And people who aren't able to pay their debts to the student council, get this thing called they're a pet, and depending on the guy, you get different nickname if you're a girl, all that jazz. And you get treated like shit. It's one of those corrupt ass schools once you get that stuff there. And one of the main dudes initially becomes a pet until he gets saved by the main girl, who is really good at gambling and is fucking insane. Also, she gets really high off compulsive gambling, so...
Cause she got high.
She's so high above me, she's so lovely. So, Yeah, it's really cool because, there was 2 seasons of this out, and it's on Netflix. The first season is kind of is very similar to what I was going through with Akame ga Kill. Person challenges the system, turns its head right upside down kind of thing through her methods of madness through these various gambling games. And, it's honestly a blast to watch. You put aside the sexual part of it, because it's not even as bad as it can be. And you get yourself one hell of a gambling show, and just seeing the whole pull the carpet from right under kind of thing, or the rug. That's what I like. And then the second season was kind of like a redemption arc for some people, which I also thought was really fucking cool. So I really recommend giving this a watch. And if you feel like going fucking insane, I also watched the live action of the anime. See, a lot of the charm in the anime goes with the extreme animation. There's some really good quality animation, some fucking psychedelic quality levels of shit, especially in the intro. There's some zooming on facial features, or especially the hideous face people makes when they're fucking having the high ground on people. And obviously that's going to be lost in translation when you watch the live action. So what do? They go crazy! The fucking main protagonist dude who was really, generic protagonist who, just watches be like, what? Starts screaming half the time. It's like, Eureka! Why? And I'm just like, dude, chill out. And then it doesn't help because the fucking intro, the opening song, which in the anime is jazzy and fucking stylish as fuck, is fucking J-Rock. And there's a sequence where the guy's fighting other students. I'm like, wait, what is going on? Why is he fighting people? He doesn't do that. And then it's kind of also cool because the characters on the screen, the people who basically look like they're cosplaying as the characters, sing to the song. And I do like the song. And then depending on which characters are relevant in the episode, the opening changes to that. So it's really cool. I like that, but it's so fucking extra, especially double times because the main protagonist narrates what's happening. He'll be in front of the camera narrating, and he's losing his fucking shit because he's just oh my god, Yumiko just did this, and then once he's done narrating, he just walks right back into the scene, and the music's stopping in between. It's so fucking meta. It's fucking crazy. Yeah, it's TBH, to be honest, it's not that bad of a live action, but it's definitely got its obnoxious points, and it's not the greatest, but it's worth a watch.
It sounds like it's more fun than Death Note's action.
Yeah, no, by any means, it's way better. It's actually a okay live action. It's just fucking crazy, and obviously some things get lost in translation, so, if you want to watch people act really dramatically, there you go. It's fun to watch. It's like those cringy things to watch, but you could still semi-enjoy it, kind of thing.
Smallville.
So that was Kagegurui. The next obscure thing that I watched was called Goku Dolls, or apparently localized in English was called Backstreet Girls. Oh my god, Netflix was starting to adjust and figure my shit out. And, the premise of Goku Dolls, or Backstreet Girls, is 3 Yakuza have a mega failing in one of their duties, and they're begging to their Oyabun / their boss, fucking please forgive us, don't kill us. And the guy's just alright, become idols. What? Go to Thailand, get surgery, become women, and become Japanese idols.
Right.
So 3 very manly Yakuza, especially one that's voiced by Ono Daisuke, one of my favorite voice actors who does really cool, deep, fucking manly voices. And they all turn into female versions, and they're really cute because of the animation. But there's guys underneath. There's you see the girls on stage, and they're acting like the great idols that's making the people doky, and then backstage they're back to their Yakuza ways, drinking the shit out of a sake bottle and be like, "Ugh, this sucks, I hate this," kind of thing. It's a really extreme, like one of those, like a lot of like shock value kind of animes that I actually enjoyed watching. It also comes in English dub, but I feel like it once again gets lost in translation. A lot of my issues when it comes to comedy is that it needs to be fast, and that's what that anime was bringing. Oh, and also emotional impact. So if you want to watch more fucking obscure anime, watch Goku Dolls and the struggle of being an idol and Yakuza. It's like the Yakuza game. How in Yakuza 5 they made one of the characters an idol, except the idol is part of the Yakuza and was a dude. It's great.
And you made your Yakuza quota for this Wardcast. Spoodcast?
Yep.
I'm too used to doing Wardcast.
Wow, thanks. I mean, what can I say? Me too, given the fact that I've fucking referenced or parodied the Wardcast here. But anyways, I also rewatched the Devil May Cry anime. Why? Because obviously, someone might just make a spoon out of that later. And
ooh, interesting.
Like originally I watched a lot of it, or probably the latter episodes in Japanese, because at the time when I originally watched it years ago, they didn't really have all the English dub out. But this time around I got to finally hear it in English, which is cool because then you get to hear Ruben Langdon's performance on the anime, and that's cool. But a lot of the voice actresses for like returning characters like Lady and Trish, they're just like completely different people. I'm just like, okay. So, but it's still cool. But it's also weird in the credits because apparently he had an alias on there. He was Justin Cause, which I'm like, wow, I see. Because the company that he works for is called Just Cause. Ha ha ha. But yeah, it's still an alright anime because, like, the issue with the anime is, like, while it's cool that you get to see, like, the day-by-day Dante doing his daily missions, like, seeing the life of him, but also getting thrown in with the anime-exclusive character Patty Lowell, who is an obnoxious brat. The main issue with this anime that probably would have made it perfect is if it actually didn't chicken out to show the action scenes, because once shit's about to get good, like during the action and animation, they do cutaways, and I hate it. So it's like every time, you know Dante's gonna fucking win, that's the other thing.
No, yeah.
But you don't even get to see him kicking ass the whole time. It's just really lazy on the animation department. But it's good. It got good drama. Like some of the conflicts that happens, like the personal demons in people, was honestly really good. And I did have some moments where I was like, I'm starting to feel shit again. It's just, it just needed the cherry on the top with action. So it's an incomplete strawberry sundae.
Isn't there only like 12 episodes or something?
Yeah, it's the standard anime 12 episodes format.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or was it 13? I don't remember. But either ways, yeah, it's good, but it could have been, I mean, it's good all right, but it could have been better. It could have been perfect, because honestly, that's what it needed. Like, perfectness. Like, it needed that stylish action. That's kind of what we love from the games. That's what we wish we had for the anime. But nonetheless, it is what it is, and, you know, it's an alright experience, and I'm gonna make a parody out of it, so that's what's really important for me. I just was really doing my homework while I was doing Devil May Cry 1, so I'm on fire. We got 3 more things on the board, or technically, if you want to count that as, we'll get there. The next anime that I watched was It's a noise that a motorbike makes in Japanese, and it's one of these animes that is I don't know, it's not slice of life, but it's got its main story and all, and it centers around like these 3 different groups. This kid who moves to Ikebukuro, which is like one of those downtown lively packed with youth areas, and you know, tries to get his bearings around there with his childhood friend who's in the city, who knows everything. And then there's also this headless writer, like this Dulan or Duhalan, whatever kind of character, who gets sent to this modern day century and is looking for her head. And then there's also this guy who manipulates everything from behind the scenes because he loves humans and seeing their reactions. He's basically like a guy who plays with a rat in a cage to see what it does. Even if it dies or whatever, it still derives satisfaction from it. So there's that guy, there's the headless person, there's this kid, and basically a few more other characters and how their lives go about and how it all mingles together and the conflicts that arise from it. It was one of those animes that I was really just interested because Daisuke Ono was one of the voice for this guy named Shizuo, who's like this guy in a bartender outfit who's so fucking strong that one punch from him makes you fly away several feet in the air and all of your clothes fly out of you too. He also can fucking take things head on. You run him over with the car, big fucking deal. He'll lift the fucking car and now he's even more pissed. So, like, I was pulled in by that, and then eventually I got interested in the rest of the universe, and it was really cool. And the first season was on Netflix, and the other 3 were like on Funimation, and so I had to like go around to watch that. But I've also had Yarhars of it from long ago. I only got to like Shizuo's episode, and then I was just like, this was during a time I was falling out of anime, so I kind of stopped back then. So when I picked it back up on Netflix, I rewatched everything so I could refresh myself on what the fuck happened. And, it was cool. I've really got way more invested as I got older, and obviously now with more time to watch anime. The first season's like 24 episodes, so it's like a real good anime. And then it started having like, it's season 2, which is DarkAbridgerEX's. It started having like subtitles like 10 and stuff like that. Like, it means something else in Japanese, obviously. But it had 3 more seasons, which were back to the 12 episode format with an OVA, and it was really good. Honestly, I don't know. It's a good anime. I really, you really get invested in these characters because of the format of the story. So, yeah.
You just reminded me of Black Lagoon somehow. I was like, have you ever watched that?
No, I remember hearing its name, but I don't really know too much about it.
It's like a misfit of renegades. They have a boat and they go around doing these missions for people for enough money for them to do it in a place called Veranapa, I think. But it's quite good fun. The only thing is, it just feels so short because you kind of want to watch more of it, and there's only 3 seasons, and then there's a few OVAs, and then it's all over. You think, oh, God damn it! I mean, I don't know if Japanese audiences have more of it, probably in manga version, but
potentially.
Yeah, it's not. There's just that for the English dub, and I was like, God damn it, I want more.
In the case of Durara's, the 4 seasons that we have was enough for it to properly conclude, at least the way it was concluded. So, it does come to an end, and it has that form of conclusion. There's just that one part of me that really wish I could see more of the aftermath, because, once the conflict is over, it kind of just, it's over. Not like you get a brief little epilogue of shit, but you didn't get to really see how their day-to-day lives have changed since then. And I'm just like, damn. Yeah, but it was still a good watch. I definitely, if you liked Black Lagoon from the way you make it sound, you'll probably have a good time watching Durara. It'll be the best few weeks of your life. And my God, the opening and ending themes are the most catchiest shit that got in my head ever. Fuck.
Oh.
Yeah, it's got some of the rock stuff has it really fits the whole riding a motorcycle or thinking about a cloudy day when running through the motorcycle and shit. And then there was some of the ending songs which had some really good pop. There's the first ending song was really, I don't know, it's popping and it's got rap and it's got some dudes singing and it's just catchy. It's so good. It's so good. I'll drop a link. Remind me to do that later. And you'll know what I mean. It's so good. There's even more anime I've watched. This is the last anime that I've watched. It's called Kill la Kill. That's right, your boy is finally getting around to watching Kill la motherfucking Kill. Not to be confused with Akame ga Kill. They are not the same, they are not related, like the clearly dumbass younger version of myself thought it was. Because they're completely different animation people, whole different thing. Studio Trigger, if that's how you pronounce it, because obviously I'm an idiot. they're the people who also made the Gurren Lagann, which is going to be up next in my shit to watch. And so basically, it's a very fucking ridiculous anime. Now, I'm going to fucking take the L because I had a very bad misconception just hearing the synopsis from people. So it's this girl who comes to this, like, city that's kind of ruled by this main big-ass school that's, you know, very centered on wearing, like, you know, class uniforms. Like, they have stars attached to them. If you have no star, you're useless. If you have 1 star, you're probably just an average student. And then, like, if you have 3 stars, you're obviously, like, either a club leader, or 2 stars, you're a club leader, 3 stars, you're part of the student council, and the stars matter because they give you combat abilities. They're combat uniforms. They transform you to have superpowers according to whatever club you're in. And this girl goes to this school because her father was murdered and she wants to know who murdered him and why. And so she brings with her this half pair of scissors looking for the other half. And, you know, she starts coming across this corrupted school because obviously these people who want to rebel against the system are, you know, fighting, but then they get smashed by the student council. And, as she gets the living shit beaten out of her, she discovers this uniform that's in her wrecked home, which then attaches itself to her, and she transforms and basically has, like, lewd amount of clothing, like so much fucking exposure, and apparently it drains her blood, and then she becomes basically on par with the 3-star students and can fucking beat the shit out of them. It's one of those I'm too fucking pissed to fucking give up kind of shows because of how angry the main girl is half the time. And of course, it's pretty lewd because there's a lot of talk about clothing and wearing it, and then clothing is sin. There's there's a group that's rebelling against them. Again, another show with rebelling against the system that's called Nudist Beach. They are nudists trying to fight against the people wearing clothes because there's a whole bigger picture to people just wearing clothes, and there's like aliens involved. It's so fucking ridiculous. Like, you're better off watching this and seeing what I'm talking about for yourself, because the show starts off simple and then gets really fucking insane by the end. And clearly, one of my friends, Zach, he told me that it's good that I watched that before Gurren Lagann, because Gurren Lagann gets even crazier, and I'm just like, great. It's funny because Gurren Lagann came first and then Kill la Kill came later, so for people, they might have been seeing a letdown, but for me, it's gonna be, I started at least from an okay part and seeing the sample of what Studio Trigger is about, and now I'm about to get to where I can finally understand the meanings of this drill is the drill that will pierce the heavens, or the believe in me that believes in you, and actually fully understand the weight of these words, and it's gonna be a blast. But I was holding back on watching that because of the fact I already had so much to talk about right now, as you can see. So, that's Kill la Kill. That's all the anime I've watched. I have watched, you may remember this because I talked about this on the Wardcast, I've watched rewatched the entire Resident Evil CG movies again as part of me studying for the Resident Evil spoon writing, basically. So, you know, I'm not gonna go talk about this too much, but, you know, it's been a joyride, you know, rewatching this stuff and seeing, there's like a very similar structure to these movies, kind of thing, but it's like different, uniquely different to a degree. Fucking, what was it, the airport, the first one was the airport and the fucking conspiracy theory. Degeneration with the Will Pharma and all the zombies and the fucking finding out the whole corrupt powers behind it. And then fucking Damnation was with the fucking Russian Civil War and the corrupt government, and once again the corrupt government, and then, you know, fucking rebellion against that. And then, when you think about it, now that I really think about it, there really is some really similar themes. Because there's the guy rebelling against Will Pharma, and then there's the guy rebelling against the government, and they both get involved with the virus, and Leon's, of course, in there, and then there's a female character related to Leon, there's someone that gets mixed in the whole bag of worms. And then, yeah, shit gets fucking real. I always thought it's so fucking weird with Damnation is because it's like Las Plagas, but it's not, because then the people act like zombies, but they're not zombies, kind of thing. I don't know, it was really weird seeing Las Plagas, like, trying to make people act like zombies again.
Yeah, I mean, I was just going to ask you, what did you think about the third one?
So when we get to Vendetta... Then we get to Vendetta and things are fucking insane. I think there's a lot of Resident Evil 6 flavor in there.
Yeah.
Because of the fact, like, oh, hey, now Leon's doing what Chris was doing. Chris is still doing his thing, but he's not getting drunk. There's a Rebecca in there.
It's Leon's turn.
Yeah, it's Leon's turn.
Yeah.
I need to definitely make a joke about that. And then there's a Rebecca in here. Nice. And she's got the whole fucking cure to everything. But then there's a guy who, the main villain, who has his issues center around his love interest. And oh look, there's Rebecca. It really gives me Resident Evil 6 vibes, because you could think of the fucking dude as like another form of Simmons mixed with Carla, and then him trying to do his whole like bringing back his love is like, you know, Simmons with Carla via Rebecca and the dude. And it's, I don't know, it's not the first time I was exposed to that, so I wasn't completely pushed off from it. You can semi feel it, but at the same time it's still fucking ridiculous. Just like Resident Evil 6's actual plot is fucking ridiculous. But I was just in here for a good time, but obviously it's the action scenes are insane. I really think, obviously, the best, like, in terms of what was really fucking cool was, you know, the Chris fighting the dude and the hallway scene with a bunch of the zombies. But otherwise, Leon trying to take out 2 fucking services was so extreme and extra, and also caused casualties. Like, oh my god, Leon just killed his dog, who killed a person, and then after he kills a dog, he throws a grenade. Just because. I'm like, what? Why? Just.
And yet, I remember, because like there's a few scenes when I get to the end of it, and they shoot a few zombies that just recently turned, and yet Rebecca releases this cure that stops the zombies acting like zombies and they go back to human kind of things. And I'm just like, but they just killed that few zombies. I mean, he's got to be dead.
Yeah, that's the thing, that's the one part of the whole like plot that just really makes you think like, wait, hold the fuck up, back up the fucking phone. What happens to the people who got shot and killed while they were a zombie? That means Leon and Chris, even though they were zombies, they killed people who could have still been human. They could have been saved. Yeah. And then what about the people that were zombies, didn't get killed, and then turned back human? Are they going to live with the trauma with the fact that they were zombies? Do they remember? There's a lot of plot holes and fucked up things about that whole A virus and how, you know, the whole thing flows. And it's just like,
so many viruses now. It's like, just pick one.
You can have the whole alphabet of viruses at this point, but my job is to make parody names out of them. Originally, I was thinking about anal virus, but no, I'm backing out of that one. We're not going to call it the anal virus. If Shaun wants to call it the anal virus, he can, when he gets around to doing the movies.
Meow.
Meow. But, I don't know, it was still fun. I like to think of the Arias and Chris scenes fight as like the substitute for the fact that we didn't really get much out of Leon versus Chris, because he really looks similar in design, clothing-wise, to what Leon was kind of pulling off, just different. And also, I really like that red suit with the fucking black vest and tie and shit. Like, that's my aesthetic. I like it so much. He looks so cool. His clothes look cool, at least. And, yeah. But there was definitely... Also, let's not forget that they shot a rail gun through several buildings, which are now fucked, because they shot a rail cannon through it. This movie is so fucking crazy and fucked up and does not think about the logistics of some of this shit. But, you know, I'm not coming into a Resident Evil movie expecting complete reality and common sense. When Leon can ride a fucking motorcycle upstairs into the fucking roof of a building. Fuck. I don't know. It's a fun movie, but if you think about it too much, yeah, it's gonna look a little bad. But it's gonna be, when I get around to finally spooting those are gonna be fucking fun. That's everything I've watched. You ready to talk about games, Alec? I'm pretty sure you are. It's been a really long time.
I should have left you.
That means that too.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm surprised you got that one.
Well, of course. I know a little bit of my little pop. Yeah, the statement I wanted to say is not going to come out of my mouth. But anyways,
what do you like to do in your spare time?
fucking video games. So, since you have been doing your platinum challenge, talk about some of the games you played this 2020. The probably 11 games you've played this 2020 to get there.
Okay, I'll bring up the list of
Whichever ones you feel like deserves a highlight in the Spoodcast, so to speak.
Well, okay, I'll just read it because it's not that long. So, first one is My Name is Mayo.
Wasn't that the one where you click the game a lot?
You click the mayonnaise jar like 10,000 times.
Wow. Unfucking believable.
Root letter, last letter. You might get into that because it's kind of anime style. So
the letter?
Japanese kind of.
I think
it's root letter.
Oh,
letter.
I remember seeing like some videos on that. Yeah. Maybe.
It's like 5 different endings, so it's very long-winded. I got to about chapter 7 and I was just like, yeah, fuck this, skip.
Listen, back in the day I used to play the shit out of visual novels. Now there's not much these days, but I could have done it back in the day for sure.
How about Burly Men at Sea?
I don't see.
No, it was shit. So I just knew it would be easy to platinum. So Without Escape, that was a weird one. It just basically you're stuck in your house and you have to try to escape. I mean, meh. And you end up going between the demonic version of your house to your normal version of the house. You have to get through clues and puzzles, and you think, okay, yeah, fine.
So like a mix of Silent Hill and the Constantine video game.
Yeah, you could just. I was about to say Silent Hill 4, pretty much, because you're trapped in your room.
Same concept, right? There we go.
Yeah. But it's a lot shorter and shit, and it ends up with aliens. And, just think, yeah.
And it ends up with aliens. Wow.
Goat Simulator. Oh God.
Well, I don't think I need to hear about Goat Simulator. We all know what Goat Simulator is. God. Why?
God, it's one of the most easiest things to play, other than the fucking Flappy Goat fucking simulator thing. I still have nightmares.
Jesus.
I've seen so many YouTube clips of people rage quitting that game because of the Flappy Goat thing. And it's like, I would get so close to getting 9, and then the goat, a little bit of his foot will get stuck in somewhere, and it's just like, nope, game over. Yeah. Oh my God.
Well, yeah. Sometimes you need that goat to get his Little John game and step his game up.
Yeah. Something more fun like Resident Evil 0.
Before Diz got there.
Before Shaun got there. He's still not there.
When will he?
He's still not off the train.
At least Diz is off the train. She's just stuck on the final boss. Yeah, she kind of lost a lot of her healing item inventory, so she's kind of fucked. She can't really. Yeah, she actually doesn't have much means to heal, so yeah, she gets fucked. But then what's fucked up is she tells me there's like a lot of healing items after that, and I'm just like, wow.
I mean, there's a fair bit of healing items, after the second to last boss, and then before you get onto the elevator, there's lots of herbs there.
Yeah, that's what she's talking about. She's stuck during that first round against Marcus, and I'm just like,
all right,
yep, get fucked.
Yeah. WWE Legends of WrestleMania, that was quite fun actually, I have to admit, because it was just playing old matches in the style of wrestling games, and you think, okay, we kind of want to go back and watch these old matches now. So I should point out, yes, I'm a wrestling fan. Sue me.
Okay, hold on. He says wrestling, guys, alright? I had this whole fucking argument a few weeks ago that one of the guys calls it wrestling, like R-A-S-L-I-N. That's how it sounded, like wrestling instead of
wrestling. Yeah, that's Ted Turner type.
It's just
the WCW type. Like wrestling show.
Really? That's how they actually say it? Oh God.
That's how Ted Turner said it.
I hate it. I hate it all.
It's not. I'm not gonna go into it. It's. I like it. That's it. As I said earlier, way before we started. Actually, when we started, how I stay fiercely loyal to something. If I love it, I will watch it to its death, and it's still carrying on, even with this environment.
Right.
It's crazy.
It's wrestling.
Yeah. Ninth Platinum was Slide. It's a UK exclusive game, I think.
Wasn't it Electric Slide?
No, and it wasn't on the dance floor.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna dance again.
Guilty feet. No, it's essentially you just in Resident Evil 4 where you control Ashley and you do that puzzle where you have to move the blocks into so it's essentially that you do that one puzzle once and then you get a platinum.
What?
Yeah, you can get the platinum in 5-10 minutes.
That is the most bullshit platinum ever. No wonder Shaun's so fucking pissed.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
X-Blade List Memories. Or Lost. I think it's Lost Memories. Yeah, it should be Lost Memories. Got in bloody typo. But yeah, that one. That was another game I just skipped the dialogue just to get to the fucking platinum.
Wow.
However, you might want to prepare the guns for this one. I platinumed Resident Evil 3 before Shaun. Yeah. He'll say that he had what? Say no. You had the perfect excuse to say I got symptoms of coronavirus. Let me stay in. You could have done that.
Yes,
and
but
no one would have questioned.
Technically, the reason why he's working so much already as it is because there are potentially some people who pulled that card, and he's a little bit higher. So no matter what he can do, he just gets fucked.
Still, anyway, we're still beaten to it.
Yeah.
But I just kind of, for those interested, I'll just end by saying some of my favourite games series is Metal Gear Solid series. Love it. I don't care that the people yarn about it, the cutscenes being so long. And it's just like, you can skip it. It's fine. If it's boring you, skip.
There's a whole work of art behind it, but sure.
Yeah. I mean,
that's why you'll like The Matrix. Ta-da.
Yeah, I will. I have to watch it now. You put me in determination to watch it now. I don't have it on DVD. I'll have to find it. But yeah, so yeah, definitely into Metal Gear. I like House of the Dead. You remind me how much I like House of the Dead.
After shooting your weak points?
Yeah, it was that. After that, I was like, and then when we talked about it possibly could be House of the Dead 1 being remade, it was like, yes.
Oh god, yeah.
I think both of us pre-cums at that. It was like, yay!
Yes, fucking as we all know, House of the Dead only had a shitty PC and not Dreamcast, but Sega Genesis?
Sega Saturn?
Sega Saturn. That was before the Dreamcast, right? Sega Saturn release, which was a severely downgraded version of the arcade game. And then the only other means to get as close to playing something graphically good as the arcade was the emulator, but you couldn't two-player with that. Yeah. It was really, really hard recording for Shoot My Weak Points from episode 1, because when you have 2 players, the game adjusts to have more enemies, so you don't go through single player like easy. And somehow I dual wielded that one time. Only continues happened at the magician fight. I'm legendary.
I actually thought you just used some other gameplay of that. I mean, I don't know how you made that.
I recorded it myself. Because I'm insane in the membrane.
Insane in the brain. Yeah. But yeah, House of the Dead, Resident Evil, of course. I think we probably talk about that to death, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
So let's not get into that. I do like Silent Hill. I've only played the first 4.
Which is great. That's all you need to do, because everything after Team Silent is basically lost in translation, basically. Everyone just wants to make Silent Hill 2 again. That is basically what happens with every other fucking Silent Hill game after Team Silent.
I've noticed that. I was like, oh, okay.
Even the prequel, which I mistakenly acknowledged my Silent Hill 1 spood, was kind of just...
Yeah. I haven't seen the prequel yet, but I've seen... gameplays of Downpour and everything else. You think, yeah, okay.
yeah. That's why my spood list is only going to be for Team Silent.
Have you played Death Stranding?
I have not. I briefly talked about how I was more interested in just watching it as like a game movie rather than actually playing it, because for me, I don't know. I had my interest at first, and then as it had more and more like prolonging and not knowing what the fuck the game was going to be about, I kind of tuned out. And since I'm hearing like it's a really great story, but not a great game.
Yeah, I would say that.
I'm leaning just more on... I was watching like one of those game movie videos someone made, and I made it to where they're at the meeting room and they talk to the childhood friend and they gave him the objective, what he needs to do, and that's where I paused. So I'm like, what?
Wow, not even way back at the start.
Yeah, I was way back in the start, and then there was other things that I was watching, and that's what I'll be talking about on my half of it. But yeah.
Well, unlike you, I actually did the whole shebang.
Bless you.
See, all right. People have a go at me for, having easy platinums. Fine, but the thing is, I did Death Stranding. I got the platinum for that. But this was before the whole 20 games in 2020. I was like, God damn it.
Damn. Get fucked.
Yeah. So, yeah. And after that fucking platinum, Jesus fucking Christ.
You weren't going to touch that game for quite a while, you said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The weird thing is, I kind of want to play it now. It's weird. It's... I still remember how... it is.
Yeah.
But it's just because I love Metal Gear so much, I'm just like, okay, give it another chance, but...
My God.
Yeah. I kind of feel that's pretty much the favourite game, so if there's something I missed out, then yeah. But yeah. How about you, Dante?
Well, on my end, we've definitely played a lot. But also, part of my now list includes things that I've watched, as you saw from last Wardcast. Let's just start with... Yeah, we'll start with what I watched versus what I actually played. So, as you know... Well, I know about you. You like Tekken.
Yes, sure. I forgot to mention that.
Yep, and I like Tekken too. I grew up with... when I was young, I mainly grew up with I started with 4, I believe. I was 7 or 8, one of the 2, 4, and then I eventually got around to buy 3, and then I got 5 and 6, respectively. Around 6.
I started from the original.
I didn't have the blessings of the original. The closest I got to the original was via, Tekken 5. The whole...
I would say there's probably a bit of an age difference between us.
Yeah, especially with arcade version versus console versions, they were definitely a really big graphical department, fix up. A lot of it mainly is not even so much the models, but even the background.
Yeah,
it was really cool what they did for that back then. But I never got a hold of Tekken 7, and that was probably because I was waiting for a complete edition or whatever the fuck. I don't know. Because now these days a lot of fighting games give you the base game, and then a year later here's all the DLC. Thanks.
It's rematch, and you think, yeah. Right.
Yeah. So, but I was still invested to know the story, so I watched the story, and holy shit. They really flipped down the whole expectations of everything you knew about Heihachi and his motives and why he does what he does. I mean, he's still a pretty bad guy, but he kind of had no choice, kind of thing. I don't know.
I kind of feel like he had a choice, but I think he just panicked.
Yeah.
Because I can understand why he panicked, but
yeah, it's tragic, honestly. Because,
it'd be It'll be interesting to see if they do Tekken 8 without Heihachi.
If they actually kill Heihachi.
If they pull the trigger.
Because they clearly had enough balls to just be like, oh yeah, tossed him off the cliff, he's fine. Made him inside Hanmaru when it explodes and he just flies away, that's fine. But, spoiler, at the end, maybe he won't be fine, who knows, but it was still like really surreal for real, especially like that final fight sequence and the music that went with it. It was really emotional, and it really changes the context of when you listen to it on the soundtrack. And I have to also add that when I was doing my workout, I was listening to Tekken music.
Yeah.
I was working out.
Oh, you gotta. Have you played the original Tekken Tag Tournament?
Yes, I fucking have. Yes,
the music on that.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Bro, I'm gonna listen back to this Spoodcast. I want to hear fucking Tekken music somewhere in the background.
Trust me. There is. I've used Tekken music before on some of these. I think I used it on Shaun's Spoodcast, but I'm definitely gonna be including some Tekken music because there are some, along with like the hype tracks. There's also really fucking good chill tracks too. Like fucking Ogre's stage theme is really fucking like, whoa man, wow. And Yoshimitsu's kind of thing is also a form of chill, slightly moving and kind of that shit. Like there's some really just good fucking tracks in this fucking series. And oh yeah, so that Tekken story was pretty intense, and at the same time, while you struggle with Heihachi, you kind of still understand Kazuya's frustration to a degree. But man, like it's so it shook me. It shook me, man. That was a pretty fucking crazy story, and that's why I'm gonna do a spoot on it eventually.
Right, that's it. I'm included. I don't even care what you were even planning, but I'm included in it.
Yes. So, briefly, I'm gonna disclose a lot of things we're gonna be spooting later on, but yeah, that's one of them. And it all started with me thinking this very line while I was jogging. Yup, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got here in the first place. That was what jump-started this whole fucking spood.
Okay.
I want Heihachi's first word is that, and that's how we cover most of the fucking, like, it's gonna be like Mishima focus, obviously, because otherwise if I especially with how lacking of story elements there were back in the day, if I include everyone, it's gonna be fucked. But yes, it's gonna be a Mishima focus Tekken spood, and it's gonna be great.
Right, I have one last question for you concerning Tekken.
What?
Who is your favorite character?
Kazuya. Kazuya was my favorite character, besides like his own arc and obviously the fact that I like the Mishima fighting style. You can also say that I liked Jin because of that same retrospect, unless we talk about Tekken 4 and onwards, where the only way you can really experience the classic Mishima fighting style is via Devil Jin. That's probably just because I liked the Mishima boys, like I just liked their whole arc and related to it in a sense, and also liked Devil Jin's design. You know, I was just into that shit. If we try to talk about a non-Mishima character, I'd say... Okay, I can't include June on this list because she's part of the Mishimas, but maybe... there are some women I have in mind, but, yeah. We can get back into that later in another date when I formally remind myself of everything, because obviously right now we're in the heat of the moment. Heat haze. But yeah, that's eventually going to come around. I forgot to mention this next game a while back, but that's probably because we were so pressed at the time or already covering so much. But like I said, it's a media covered spood, so I'm taking care of everything I didn't talk about. I didn't play the Resident Evil 7 DLCs. I never got around to it, and that was when I was having my general, like, once I put a game down, it goes down for quite a bit. So I got around to watching the DLCs for Resident Evil 7. That was mainly, like, the fucking Escape, not the fucking, it's called,
End of Zoe?
The End of Zoe, and the other one, like, the prologue one. Daughter's Family.
I know what you mean.
Something like that. Yeah, I went around to go watching that, and Not a Hero, and, you know, whew. So, I clearly see what I was fucking doing wrong from the get-go when I watched the fucking... I think it was called Daughters. I think it's called Daughters. But yeah, the Daughters one with Zoe and watching her family go to shit. And obviously I missed a lot of things, especially to like get the best ending. But obviously it was still pretty cool seeing like the fucking world crumble around you. It was a really short DLC when you think about it. You just have to get it right. Fuck. And there was also the fucking Not a Hero, which was, it was all right.
Yeah, that was the one I was most intrigued about, and yet when you see, I was a bit like you. I just watched it. I was like, I was not interested in playing 7.
Well, that's because a lot of you guys are on the spectrum of just not liking 7 in general. I'm on Shaun's side. Like, it's still a game worth playing, and it's an experience. It's a Resident Evil experience kind of thing. It's weird and all that shit, but I still had my fair enjoyment of it. Not enough to go back and play it all over again, but with the DLC is concerned and where my focus was going to with other games, I wasn't going to stick around for the rest. But I was still intrigued enough to at least watch what was going on. Fucking Chris is fucking ridiculous because he could just, they brought back like the classic, not the classic Resident Evil, but the Resident Evil 4 kind of style of you shoot the fucking blobs in their face. Great, Chris Punch, or not even that Chris Punch because it's not that Chris, so it's Chris Punch kind of thing. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, he's still Angry Roid Man, but without looking like Roid or anything. He just looks so fucking different. And now that I finally got the full picture of what the story was and why he's with Umbrella, I'm like, okay, I get it. It's fucking weird, and it's a really fucking weird move on their part for the plot division. Like, I don't know, man. It's Umbrella trying to redeem himself. I don't know. It's weird. Like, I don't know why. I don't know. It's a weird move on their part for that part of the story. But clearly, Chris does his thing, and that concludes that missing part from the main story. And then the end of Zoe. Then I guess the end of Zoe, and her fucking uncle is a fucking insane fucking dude. Like, yeah, you fuck you little fucking mugger blugger blaps. I got my 2 fists. I don't need a whipping. Wah! And
metallic boxing gloves.
Yeah, but fucking can't fight a BOW with your bare hands anymore. Let's give you fucking technology. Fucking insane. That was like probably really. It was insane, cool, and out of the fucking waters, and clearly away from survival horror and back to more of the action roots. But it was a fun watch because of just how fucking insane it was. Just like, damn, Zoe, your uncle's intense. And it's also good to know that Zoe does have like a proper conclusion. When she do the real canon ending of Mia and all that shit. It's reassuring. Whew. It was an experience. It was definitely an experience. I think, yep, that was all the games that I've watched. Now for games that I've played. So, thanks to Diz and Jazz 2, I ended up going back to playing more Resident Evil 6 on my PlayStation 4. They made me get a PlayStation Plus, and I've been going through most of the campaigns with Diz on normal mode. And then when Jazz is in the mood to play, I've been playing with her too. And I've been back on my shit to unlock shit. But I also went out of my way to get my unlimited ammo on my own by playing the other players. I always play player 1, so I'm always Leon, I'm always Chris, I'm always Jake. But I did like a run through Helena, Piers, and fucking Sherry to get my unlimited ammo. But of course I also did a run with Ada's campaign on my own. Because it's just a whole different experience once you're Agent. You're just emotional and combat support. I'm going to give you a thumbs up. Good job. Great.
Nice ass.
Nice ass. This sub is nice. Can't do shit. Can't even open a fucking box. He can't. He just. He's just
there.
He's just there. And what's even more of the kick in the dick when I realized when you play with Jazz that none of your rankings count. Like if you play with someone, you don't profit anything. You'll get skill points, you'll get ammo, but you're not going to get your rankings up there. You have to do it on your fucking own, and that's insane. So yeah, we've had our shenanigans, our respective shenanigans with Diz, Jazz, and I, and it's been fun playing that game. And obviously, I prefer playing that game more than Resident Evil 5. But plot twist, guys, plot twist. I was playing Resident Evil 4 and 5 just recently on the PlayStation 4. Probably because I was motivated at the time to go try and platinum them in like a few weeks or whatever. So I played Resident Evil 4 again, for the 40th fucking time. And I made it to out of the village, where then I saved and then proceeded to play Resident Evil 5. And I did my grinding to get through normal and amateur mode and, you know, get as much unlimited weapons as I could. And then I really just kind of dipped a bit, as I wanted to do the platinums and all that shit, but then I'm remembering also I need to do spooting. So, you know, it was there to set up some stuff, because maybe if I can get to I don't think
RE4 has a platinum.
No, it does. You just have to literally play the entire game. Like, play it on normal, do the separate ways. I think you have to do the mercenaries. I do not remember, but I do know you can only unlock the fucking hand cannon by getting everybody at 5. But, you have to get the costumes, so you have to do separate ways and Stein and Ada. And then you gotta play it on professional mode. Then you gotta go through the whole game on professional mode. But the trick is that you get the Mafia Leon and Armor Ashley, and you play it on there, because then Ashley's not your fucking problem anymore. It's your goddamn self. So, ta-da. That's really my game plan when I go back to there, when I eventually get back into there. Yep. So I was playing that, and then I played Resident Evil 5, and Resident Evil 5 is alright. The problem is I enjoyed the co-op experience more with Resident Evil 6, because, again, it was shoehorned in there, and the story gets really fucking cheesy or just a little low quality, like, compared to what really could have been made for the final chapter with Wesker. Like, Wesker looked like he had a lot more going on for him than him suddenly just fucking killing Spencer and then trying to become a god, and then... Yeah. They really just... They didn't do my boy right. There should have been some other way to fucking deal with him. I mean, if anything, what's worse is the fucking live action movies and what they did with him. Fuck you guys, that was terrible.
They can't make up their minds what they're doing in the live action. It's like, he's dead. No, he's not. He's dead again. No, he's not.
But yeah, there could have been more for Wesker than what was happening. So if they want to reimagine Resident Evil 5, by all means, go ahead. But yeah, that was an experience. I mean, I still got my groove when it comes to Resident Evil. So it's like, you know, I wasn't going fucking insane, but I still had my moments of, here's this part, here's this cheesy part of the story, especially with, like, the whole fucking hammering we're partners. Don't you trust your partner? Oh, it looks like Irving has a partner. Irving was the only decent part of the game that I enjoyed, despite how fucking lunatic he was. He was enjoyable because of how fucking lunatic he was. At least compared to the other villains who were trying to be serious, but are still on the same quality as Irving. Excella, useless. She's just...
I'm only here for boobs.
Here for boobs and just not answering any questions and running away half the time. It's like Ada, but with less substance. Fuck. Just... Fuck. Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Let's try that again. I have a soundbite for this.
Fuck.
Yes.
I have a soundbite for this.
You fucking pest.
No!
No! Oh no!
I'm telling you, it still sounds like Passkey! Fuck! Okay. So yeah, I played a bunch of Resident Evil 4, 5, and 6. Ta-da! And to make up for the fact that I didn't play any last Spookcast, I played more Yakuza 5. I made basically about as much progress to get nearly done with Kiryu's portion before I stopped streaming. And mainly what is holding me back is that if I do start streaming, you know I have to play a good chunk of the game, but I'm trying to get active with Dark Abridger, so it's been like sacrificed for my channel's future kind of thing. Although...
So great, so good.
Yeah. And then for my Spood skit, as you guys know, I released a God Hand Spood skit. I also played God Hand again, and I thought I had finished the game when I was streaming it back in 2018, and then I didn't. I was like near the end of the game, and then I decided to say fuck it. I'm like, okay, well, it's time to remember how to get good again and play God Hand. So I went in there, and I already knew that I died after like trying to stay alive for the longest time in my run. I played like a good 80 or 90% of the game in 8 hours back in the day, and apparently I had another 8 hours logged in, probably from Chihuahua Racing or whatever, who knows. But yeah, I went through a whole good 8 hours of the game without dying, and if I did die, obviously I didn't keep that save. I didn't have the continue on my records, but I tried to stay on die as well, like the highest difficulty setting, because, you know, it's got the Resident Evil 4 adaptive ability thing. So, like, you'll start at level 1, where it's easy. The more ass you kick, it gets to level 2, things are normal. You get to level 3, and things get hard, and then once you get to die level, which is after that, you know, enemies get really fucking tough, they're aggressive, you can't... Some people, if you do a jumping flying kick, it would blow an enemy away, but on die, it doesn't do that, you know, they just take it like another hit, you know. But obviously, the higher the grade, the better the rewards, so, you know, it was literally showing what the Resident Evil 4 would do, but fleshed, like, really in front of your face. You could literally see the game get harder as you do better, and that's something to remember when you play a Resident Evil 2 as well, like the remake, because it has that same fucking system. The better you do, the more they want you to die. That's why it's called Die. So, yeah, and I tried my best to stay on there, but I was getting my ass kicked and I was rusty as fuck. And damn it, Dante, for taking 2 years. But I played that, it was a blast, and obviously it was crazy. Ta-da. I also did briefly play from one of my spoofed kits, Resident Evil 2, but that doesn't count because I was just really just rushing through it and just unlimited handgunning my way through it so I can get to the scenes I needed to record. But more into that later. I'm saving Remake 3 for last. I played Devil May Cry 1 again because I had to record for the spood. I had to re-record because what I was writing for my script versus what my very old footage from years ago was not working. Also, I finally got a device to hook up my PlayStation 3's HDMI cable to my Elgato without it getting HDCP lock or whatever the fuck. So I was re-recording with that as well. I'm not seeing like a major quality difference, but I think the real better thing is that my shit's together. I don't know. But I had to replay that whole entire game. That's the problem because I can't load my complete game because then it starts it on hard, and hard is hard, because recently I tried to play it again. I streamed it, I was drinking a little, and I was getting my ass kicked, and that's mainly specifically just towards the shadows, because they take a lot more bullets to kill. Like, you can't just... You can't do the trick where you stand up on their spike and just shoot them and then they're in, you know, explosive state. No, they could take... I went through like 6 rounds of doing that, and they were still alive. I'm like... What the fuck am I supposed to do? How do I stop them? How do I kill them? I don't fucking know. So, after I got to the part where Dante has to go through the forest with the light beam thing, and I was just taking forever to take 2 down, especially when there's more than one, it gets stupid, because you're trying to stand on top of the spike, and then the other one's trying to kill you, and then Dante's not even locked onto the one that you're standing on top of. It gets so fucking ridiculous. And they've got way too much fucking health. So I said, fuck this. I was only replaying it on hard in honor of Diz not completing her challenge to beat it within a week. And, yeah, no, fuck that. I still can't play Devil May Cry 1 on hard. And, fuck me. So, yeah, so I replayed it again on normal, and I had to go through all of the, like, you know, remembering where all the blue orbs are. I actually did a little bit of farming with Phantom on Mission 3, I believe. And that really helped a lot, because then I was able to, like, you know, buy all the moves that I needed and get my health and double trigger as high up as I could. Once I got up to, like, the 5,000s, I was like, okay, listen, let's just play the game, because these are fucking expensive, and I'm not gonna spend another hour farming the shit out of the Phantom just to get these. Especially with the double trigger, even when I was starting the new game, just when I thought I bought the last one, no, there's still one more, and it's 7,000 fucking orbs, or was it 70,000? I don't fucking remember. It's too much. It's too much. There's so...
Another small one.
I thought I said something a little bigger.
So... Yeah, I almost got all the secret missions. The problem was I missed one. And you know which secret mission it was? Fighting the shadows! The ones where you have to hunt all the shadows down to the castle. And now that I realize that, fuck? I almost had that fucking trophy on there, but I missed it. Why? Because after I defeated Nightmare, I was back to recording for footage and left immediately. I'm like, wait, no. And by the time I saved my game, it was too late when I realized, shit. So I'm stuck with missing one blue orb fragment, but it doesn't even matter because I'm not going to come back to that save file anyways because it's so fucking hard. Why? Shit. But yeah, so I had to play Devil May Cry 1 and I had to get good again. Well, I mean, once I started getting most of the moves, I kind of just said, fuck it, I don't care if I got this shitty C rank because I tried to do what I can to get through. Fuck it, I'm recording for the Spood. Shit. So. And then I played Resident Evil 2 again, the original Resident Evil 2. Of course, like I mentioned, I was writing the script for Resident Evil 2, and that's in more updates talk later. So I played the game and streamed it a good 7 hours, doing Claire A and Leon B. And I was doing it for note-taking purposes, and during a lot of the cutscenes, I just started randomly spewing out a bunch of shit out of my mouth, and some stupid shit came out, and I was thinking to myself, 90% of what I'm saying right now is not going to be in the script. We'll talk more about that in updates to see otherwise, but, I got to Birkin's final fight with Claire, and when he's in doggy form, I realized that, oh, it's not good to be in yellow caution because they can one-shot you, and then I got one-shotted. I'm just like, what was bad was, I said, I'm gonna ravage you like I did my wife! So he did. And so he did.
Wow.
And, thankfully, I had a Leon B save ready for me. I'm like, damn, good job, Pass Dante. I don't know what the fuck you did, but let's load it up. And I found out exactly what I did. It was nearly the same of what I did, except I turned on the BOW gas on Claire A. So I'm like, you idiot! Now the fucking plants are gonna be fucking strong!
What the fuck?
And by the time I got there, they were harassing the shit out of me.
Shit!
And poisoning the shit out of me. And I'm just like, you...
Poison.
Fucking poison!
You bastard!
So, yeah, that was great. I didn't think it was going to take me 7 hours. I thought the game was around 2 hours, but maybe that was the other hour included because of watching cutscenes. I don't know, but it got late in the morning by the time I finished the game. But yeah, I did it, and then I tried to play a little bit of Hunk, and I was there, and then dogs fucked me up because I forgot how to manage dogs in Resident Evil 2, and then I died. And I'm just like, well, I tried. One of these days I'll properly beat the fourth survivor. But, so, yeah, I played Resident Evil 2, and then of course, like all of us did during this month, we played... Wait, did I ever play Resident Evil 3 during that intermission? I don't remember. I remember I played the original Resident Evil 3 for a bit, and I streamed it, and Shaun was there. Yeah, that was fun experience, and I took log and struggled. But now we're gonna talk about the Resident Evil 3 remake.
Yay!
Yeah. Now the general vibe is, it's not terrible, but it's not the best. And that's what I have to basically agree on. So it's not like, yay! It's like, yeah!
Hey.
Yeah. I think everyone's already said so much about, the dealio of the game that's too short, or the fact that it's got some cut content, or the fact that Nemesis is not as prevalent as he should have been. Forget about the design of Nemesis, even though it's horrible and it really needs to be redesigned better. But he didn't really live up too much as what we were hoping based off what we got from Mr. X. Like, he was just there for one portion of the game, doing the Nemesis things, and then he just turns into boss battle encounter, especially after he turns into that fucking abomination dog thing. And it's just, the design for it was cool, and the final boss fight design was really fucking cool. It's just that, he wasn't as persistent and prominent in the campaign as we really wanted him to be. Like, in the original game, it was there. I always felt tense because I didn't know when Nemesis was going to show up. Sometimes he'll show up here, sometimes he won't show up there. Like, that's the anxiety I got from Nemesis. and I wasn't getting that in this game. Like, it was there for a bit, but then I realized you really have in the first part of the game, run to the power room and he's off your ass. Run quickly back to the subway station, he's off your ass. Then there's a scripted event, which you could still fucking outrun him to.
Yeah.
Like, I would shoot the electric thing, and I could kick down the entire crate and go in before he even gets close enough to me. My first try, on my first run of the game, he was literally standing next to me by the time I finished. And I'm just like, and everyone's like, damn, dude, you didn't even have to shoot the barrel. I'm like, no, I didn't have to shoot the fucking barrel, Leon. Yeah, so that...
Shoot the barrel, Leon.
Honestly, the bigger threat was the hunter because of the fact they could just one-shot you out of nowhere. And I still don't understand what's the trigger. Maybe probably other than being too close to them. The problem was part of me was being too close because I was trying to Carlos punch them. Oops. But yeah, it was. I mean, it was still like an action-packed game and kind of semi-true to the original, except there's more survival horror and survival in the original compared to the remake.
Yeah.
And the addition of like a proper roll mechanic and a Carlos punch, just adds on to the further action. No melee fucking headshot stuff like that, like fucking later Resident Evil games, but there was still like something to work around that. And then an infinite knife, which was nice. But obviously the whole presentation of the entire game was, fucking crazy and, enjoyable to watch, and clearly you can make something out of that for, either music videos or spoods or machinimas. Yeah, but again, they oversaturated the shit out of everybody. Like, I mainly speak about the villains. Like, they just have no subtleness. They're just no chill, all bad villain kind of thing. Fucking Nikolai, who was very subtle, he's shady. But he wasn't, oh yes, he's not after me. Let me just make a deal with you. You fight Nemesis, I collect data. Oh, let me go shoot the sample. I don't fucking care. Like, he's really, like, I'm not a fan of the saturation of the villainness, because it's just like, they're over the top. And, alright, I guess, if you want to do it that way, sure. Yeah, the same thing was, I would have the feelings with, like, Chief Irons. He was oversaturated as fuck. Like, he was subtly creepy. You knew there was something wrong when you read the records of him, especially with the shit that I found out that they had there with, like, his charges back in college. I was like, oh my god, he did that? It flew over my head when I was reading those initially. When I was rereading, I'm like, wow, that's dark. And then meanwhile, in the fucking remake, hands over your fucking head. Come with me, Sherry, or I fucking kill Claire. I'm just like,
yeah,
chill, fuck. And yeah, so that's kind of what they did with Nikolai, and I'm just kind of just like,
I would say there's only one scene where you kind of, the original RE3. It's the first scene you see Nikolai when he comes in shooting Thingamajig in the head.
Yeah.
And he's trying to reason with Jill, like trying to educate her as like,
where's your sense of self-preservation?
Yeah, so I kind of got that kind of vibe. It's like, oh, okay, he's not immediately evil in that sense because he's trying to defend his action. But later on in the game, it's like, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, they're just like, going out of their fucking way to make him fucking obnoxiously evil. It's probably, we know he's bad, but Jesus Christ, you didn't have to shove it in our faces kind of thing. That's my issue. The other issue is fucking Mikhail. I've already mentioned this to Shaun back when we were talking about Resident Evil 3 and death, but he was really overacting his fucking opening, his words in that first scene. Like, this is Stars Alpha Team something Valentine. I'm Mikhail. Like, what? Why are you talking like you're trying to get yourself into the fucking trailer? What? I don't like it. I didn't like it at all. That scene annoys me to death because of how, like, overacting he is on those lines, and it's just really...
And I really can't take that scene seriously.
Yeah. I mean, I do. Other than that, his other redeeming scene after that, he was fine elsewhere. Like, literally elsewhere, he's fine. Especially the fucking get out of my train. My fucking train fuckface. Like, that was cool. That was great. And yeah, Carlos is cool, Jill's cool, and bonus because I recently just watched like a voice actor, like there was someone who gathered up the voice actors for Resident Evil 2 and 3, so they had Leon, Claire, and Ada, and then Carlos, Nikolai, and Jill all there.
Residents of Evil.
Yeah, you saw that?
I didn't see it, but I saw a clip of it.
Yeah, they were together. They're so cool. And then also fucking the Nikolai dude's like English, I guess, which makes sense because his accent's still like semi there. And he's apparently afraid of the Teletubbies. This just in.
Teletubbies.
Nikolai is terrified of the fucking Teletubbies. And I mean, I get it when you think about it critically. They're fucking creepy as fuck. Fucking weirdos.
Especially the sun baby. What the fuck?
The sun baby.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, Resident Evil, I mean, I still had it had its replay value, but it's kind of like you don't have a choice because we want you to like kill all these enemies with like this weapon and try going through the game without opening the box or healing at all. But some of them was like, I see that there's a way around it. Other people that doing it on assisted mode or using the fucking coins to keep yourself healed so you never do have to use a healing item. And I'm just like, okay. And if you play it on assisted mode and you know how to speed run the game, then you can do it in under 2 hours. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, because I was guilty of doing that because I didn't really want to, like, I don't know, because of how easy the enemies went down, so it made the killings for the fucking weapon requirements easier. So I was just like, fuck it. You know, I was trying to do my best to complete most of it, and yeah, I did 3 runs of Resident Evil 3 within one stream, and honestly, within that time, I could have completed an entire Resident Evil 6 campaign.
Yeah.
To be perfectly honest. Yeah, there's not too much going on for the game outside of that, and then obviously the only real extra content is in that disgraceful existence known as Resident Evil Resistance, which a lot of people refer to as Resistance. And when they say Resistance, I think about Resistance Fall of Man, you know, the good one, the good Resistance game. So I was just like, for a first few weeks, I was like, when people are talking about Resistance, and it's like survival horror, I was like, really? I mean, it's like a war game. Oh, you're talking about Resident Evil Resistance. Oh. Yeah, no, never mind. Yeah, bye. And one of my friends was trying to invite me to play with it. I'm like, I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. Listen, I respect myself and my time. I'm not playing that game. So,
Yeah, I'm not going back to playing that game.
no, it's not my cup of tea. Also, apparently the guy who played Nikolai was also doing some voice lines for Nemesis, except for Stars. So, that's some bonus details right there. That's pretty fucking cool. Yeah. I think that was mainly just it with Resident Evil 3 Remake. You know, it was really cool and got some speed. No, we're not going to talk about the Drain Diazmos here. No, we're not. No, we're not. We are going to talk about what I didn't talk about on the Wardcast, which was the fact that, like, what was one of the things in terms of presentation let down was the fact that we didn't get to see Raccoon City explode like it did in Resident Evil 3 or Outbreak. That was one of the things that was a letdown.
That scene from the RE3 still gets used quite a lot, and you see the bridge go down, you see the houses and buildings go down, and you think, eh.
They all just explode like Terminator fucking 2. Or in Outbreaks, it was also pretty cool, because then it shows more like multiple missiles crashing down. You could see like the truck getting blown away in the explosion and shit.
Yeah.
That was cool, along with the music that goes with it. It was just so good. And that's what's missing. You don't even get to see the town explode. You just see explosion in the distance. It was explosion in the difference. That should be the line for the spoon. Explosion in the distance. And that was it. It was just, I don't know. It was all right. But I can't believe you guys didn't think that was Chris at the end. Like, it doesn't look like a female hand. I'll take another look again, like using the sync scene and then looking at the epilogue scene, but I'm really convinced that was Chris.
See, I thought it was Chris.
Okay, good. You too. Great. I don't know why Shaun didn't think so.
I think we had similar minds, because we seem to agree on a few things.
Yes.
Weird.
Diz thought it was Chris because not only was she checking out those arms, she was checking out that ass. Control Shift. Oh, wait. Control Shift out.
Oh yeah!
Shape. that ass.
Shake that ass for me. Shake that ass for me. Just shake that ass, bitch.
Yeah, I definitely
And
thought,
let me see what you got.
as soon as I saw the green, and it's like, you look at the hand, very detailed than Jill's. I mean, you don't really look at Jill's hand, but... Well, actually, yeah, we do, because at the start of it, when she's turning off the bathroom sink...
This is exactly what I was saying. That's like that. You got one instance where you got to see her hands.
Yeah.
Yoshikage Kira, feel free to come out. It's an anime character who likes hands. I think that's really it about all the video games. Like I said, this was a really media-focused one, and the time length of this Spoodcast is longer than usual. So that's why we don't have a discussion topic for today. We're gonna go straight into the next segment, which is Dante's Bullshit Quiz Game! Now, I know, for everyone who's been listening to the past few Spoodcasts, I've been using the same fucking BGM for the first few minutes of it, and clearly that's the unintentional theme of it. I don't know, that elevator song is just perfect for it. Well, welcome, Alec. Welcome to the Dante's Bullshit Quiz Game, where I cater 5 questions around various media to my guest, and one of them about Spoods, and one of them about me. And as you already heard the rules, but I can do it again for the sake of prosperity. We get you 5 questions. You can either answer it at the top of your head for 10 points, or you can get A, B, C, D for 5 points. And if you get it wrong, you'll lose it based off whatever points you were going to gain. Ta-da!
Okay.
Depending on how much points you get a fabulous prize. But who knows? Maybe the points don't even matter anyways. Ta-da! So, without further ado, are you ready to play Dante's Bullshit Quiz Game?
If that's the first question, then yes.
No, it's not, because this is not...
God damn it.
Because we're not the fucking Former Millionaire show. This is an actual fucking show.
God damn it.
Maybe
I have
one...
to think.
I know, right? That's not an improv show. The improv is later. Let's get started. All right, here is the first question. All right, in Metal Gear Solid, the very first game, Kojima's vision for Snake was pretty fucking crazy. The description he gave in an interview. Which famous actor did Kojima want Snake's face to be based off of?
Oh, fuck places. What's his name? The guy off Escape from LA. Okay, guys, give me A, B, C, D.
All right. A. Arnold Schwarzenegger. B.
No.
Kurt Russell. C.
That's it.
Christopher Walken. D.
Nope.
Sean Connery.
No, B, Kurt Russell.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
You're partially right, but the answer is actually C. Christopher Walken. Part of a lot of Snake's influence was, yes, Snake Plissken, but during one of the interviews, there was a quote specifically stating that he wanted a Christopher Walken-like face. And that's what we were specifically talking about, the face. Obviously, it turned into a bit of more of a Kurt Russell, especially later on with, Metal Gear Solid 2. But during that specific interview, Christopher Walken was the voice that came out. And honestly, I'm pretty surprised myself. I'm like, Christopher Walken? I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa. You can go
I don't know who Christopher Walken is.
Christopher Walken, he's this one actor who likes to sing and dance. He's got a fever, and the only prescription is some more cowbell. I'll be sure to show you Christopher Walken sometime later. He's like really one of those great fucking physical actors and really likes to dance too. He really likes to dance.
Well, that's enough for me to turn off when it comes to dancing. Yeah, no. I am not that kind of...
Wow.
The dancing. No. Theatre just bores the shit out of me.
Oh no.
Anyway.
I never changed the second question. Fuck.
Okay.
The second question was when I thought you watched this other show. So, we're not going to count this question for whatever points you lose or gain. This is going to be the first time somebody gets a freebie because I forgot to make my adjustments after the Wardcast. This was a supernatural question.
Right.
What does Dean call his 1967 Chevy Impala? Did you actually watch Supernatural? That's the real question.
I have. I have seen...
Perfect.
Yeah, let's go A, B, C, D.
A. He doesn't have a nickname for his car. B. baby. C, sweetie. D, darling.
I know he loves his car. But come to think of it, I don't think I heard him call it a name.
Apparently, it's one of these answers.
Let's go with baby. Baby, baby, baby. Ooh.
Oh! Is that your final answer?
Yeah, just to set it to a fun answer. Yep.
That's correct!
Hey!
Lucky shot. I wasn't gonna deduct points if you got it wrong, but we'll give you the points anyways!
Yay!
So now you're back at 0. Yes, that's apparently he calls his car baby. I went on a trivia game and picked the question that looked like it was fun to pick. That was how I found that.
I can't remember how far I got into, but I think it was like season 10?
Well, so you watched a good amount of Supernatural back then. So technically speaking, it was still appropriate to toss in. Great! Alright, here's question 3. This one I really had to fucking dig for. There's a lot of songs that have la 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 in it. But according to this one video that I watched, which mainstream song, if you pick ABCD, is the number 1? If you pick ABCD, which of these are the number 1 songs according to the one video? Ta-da.
Well, it's kind of hard not to go ABCD.
Great. Well, here's ABCD. A, ATC, Around the World. It goes la 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 la. B is Minnie Riperton. Loving you.
Oh god, I hate that one.
C is Kylie Minogue. I just can't get you out of my head. Na na na. La 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 la. And then Kellis Milkshake. La 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 la. Want it all. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. So one of these, in this one video I watched, was above all the others in terms of la 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 songs.
Okay, I think I'm gonna have to go over a process of elimination. I think the Kylie would know, everyone would know it anyway, because get you out ahead. And Milkshake, yeah.
You think it's D?
So I think it's B.
B, Loving You.
Yeah.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, because I absolutely hate that song. Like, I can remember being little when I first heard it. It was like when she does like, I was like, my ears are.
That is incorrect. Also, I had never heard of Loving You until like my episode 4, Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 6, The Abridged Spirit, one of my voice actors sang that. Funny enough. The answer is C, Kylie Minogue, Can't Get You Out of My Head. In this video
Really?
Yes. And the story behind me finding this video was I was trying to find Suavecito by Malo. You know, the one that goes la 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 la. So I came across that video hoping to find it, but I didn't. And so the video was the top 30 la la la's and na na na's. Fucking none of them was Malo Suavecito. And then Kylie Minogue was on number 2, all out of all the la la la's and na na na's. All the other songs, yes, were in there. And I'm just like, damn, well, I like Kylie Minogue, so I can't complain there. Now, you can get bonus points if you can tell me which was the number 1 na-na-na song, which was also the number 1 in the video. A song that has na-na-na.
Na-na-na.
Yeah, na-na-na.
Na-na-na-na. Na-na-na-na. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye. I don't know what it's called.
You think that's the number 1 na-na-na song?
Yeah.
Well, you don't lose points for that, but the answer, according to the video, was actually the Beatles' Hey Jude.
Oh, yeah, I suppose.
It was more closer to home.
Yeah, fucking winkers.
Yeah, that one was a little more questions for me to figure out, because I'm just like, what do I do with the very musical guy? What question do I fucking pick for this?
Wow, I just never realized you just called me a musical guy. I mean, oh my god!
Like, oh my god!
Darling, do not call me that. I am too sophisticated for this. Right, next one.
Hello, Moto.
Oh, sorry, hold on, that's my phone again.
There we go.
Hello. Uh-huh. No, I think you got the wrong number. Wait, what? Ah, yes, sure, okay. Alright, I'll be sure to let him know. Okay, great, bye. So, that was the spanker.
Okay.
I mean the wanker. No, the banker, sorry. He wanted to offer you all of the money that you lost during Former Millionaire for the price of one golden chicken egg.
Wow.
But you have to find an actual golden chicken egg. Deal or no deal?
Get fucked.
Well, it doesn't even matter anyways, because I hanged up the phone and never told him an answer. I don't even know his number was blocked. Oh well. It's just like the points don't even matter. Neither does the deal. Anyways, there it is. There's my punchline from long ago. That's my
I feel like we kind of had to expand on this a little bit, this inner joke.
Yes. We crossed over from the Wardcast to the Spoodcast. This is the payback. Anyways, on to question 4.
Yep.
In the Resident Evil 1 Spood, there was a few things added in during the editing that was not planned. Which scene was that?
I don't know, because I just recently watched it. And it's hard to figure out which one wouldn't be.
You want A, B, C, and D?
Yeah, go on now.
Okay. A, the scene where all the weird noises come from the back of the house. Like that scene where they're like, maybe Chris found the back of... B, the scene where Rebecca comes back to life. C, the scene where Enrico comes back to life for Chris. D, the wonderful Ade Valentine's cameo, which appeared when Jill reads that diary.
C.
Is that your final answer?
Was that Rebecca or Enrico?
C is Enrico.
Okay, let's go with Enrico. Oh, god damn it.
You would have been right if you said it was Rebecca, because Enrico was written into the script. That was planned a long time ago for Enrico to come back to life and go through another round with Chris. The scene that wasn't planned was Rebecca. How did I get to Rebecca? I suddenly decided to reverse. There's these buttons that I love to hit called J and L. You push L, you play forward. You push L again and it speeds it up. You push J, it plays in reverse. And a lot of times when I love to amuse myself, I would hit J and L to death to watch people reverse lines and go say shit like none. And so one of them was Rebecca dying, and it was like, oh no, what no. And so I decided to edit in a whole thing of Wesker shooting Rebecca again, and she just keep coming back to life because Rebecca is just that amazing. And I fucking...
Oh no!
What? No! Ha! So Wesker, like, rapidly shoots her just so she could fucking stay down for, like, 5 minutes. The other thing that wasn't really intended to plan was me adding in this line where Rebecca runs off. She goes, woohoo! Ow, my head! I went in head first! But I didn't want to include that in because that wasn't the first thing that I did immediately. So, yes, the answer is where Rebecca comes to back to life, because sometimes you gotta do some editing shenanigans like that. It was one of the...
Yeah, certainly do.
So, yep. So now, here we are at the final question. It's a Dante question.
Okay.
Yep. This is what I kept holding back because I almost fucking said the answers by accident. What time of the day is Dante most likely and usually awake at? I know.
Right, okay, well, spoiling what I learned about you recently. I would say you're probably up during the night more.
You got a specific PM time you want to specify?
Oh god, I don't know the fucking Puerto Rican time.
Puerto Rican?
I know, I'm just taking a piss.
Wow.
Let me have a think. You're not an early morning person, something strikes me.
No. What was the first clue?
No, I can't think. Let's say about 3 p.m.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, it's a guess.
So close. So close. The answer is actually 2 p.m.
Oh, get fucked.
So, you know, most of the time, I go to bed around 6 and I need 8 hours of sleep. And so usually that brings me up to 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Could I just ask, how was I supposed to know that answer?
Process of elimination. Based off what time I got up recently and the times I usually message you back. No, it's bullshit.
God
I know.
damn it.
Like I said, it's Dante's bullshit quiz game. Was this supposed to be fair? Semi. Was it supposed to be 100% fair? No. Ta-da. So, yeah, it's always often that even if I wake up around, like, say, like 1:45 or 1:30, like, me getting out of the bed and usually starting my day is always at 2. And if I wake up at 2, I still wake up at 2. I still just take, a bit of a few minutes to get out, because sometimes I gotta go scroll on Instagram and take a look at things, and then get out and start my day. So, yeah, it's usually 2 most of the time, unless I, get control of my life and try to go to bed early for a change. But otherwise, yeah, it's 2. Well, that was Dante's quiz game. Your total points were -20.
Yay!
Just when Shaun thought he didn't have any competition. I feel like I think we have the exact opposite points from like last Bootcast, where I think like Yosekin got 20 for getting -20. We're gonna check you into a room full of stupid-looking nemesis, and they're all just fucking playing the piano with their teeth. And it's all gonna be to the tune of Minnie Riperton loving you.
Oh, god damn it. Yeah. You can't see it, but I'm literally rocking back and forth like, yeah, stop.
Thank you for joining Dante's bullshit quiz game.
Yeah, but
I'm your host, Billy Willy Silly. Take a fucking dip in the hilly billies. I live in the southeast of the fucking country, and I ride a horse tail, and we go off into the sunset singing "Take My Horse Down to the Old Town Road" in German.
I'm gonna cut your dick off, Billy.
I'm not just Billy, I'm Billy Silly Willy, can't fucking remember the rest of what I just fucking said. Now on to the next segment of this broadcast, which is gonna be probably the most challenging part for both of us. It's the situational improv. Not do or dice time because of the situation. So, Alec, we've already discussed what we were going to fucking do.
Yep.
Yup, so it is a lyrical showdown for sure. All of our lines have to have either lyric references or even a title is good enough. But we're not trying to, do the whole shebang.
We're just gonna do a few lines. Do the whole fucking song.
We're gonna drive Shaun crazy and Diz crazy with how much song references we can just pull out of our ass. The situation is actually one that we used before, except without somebody there. It is we are both trying to pick up a lady.
I feel like I had to play the lady. Should we just do that?
Okay, we're gonna flip the switch. Hey Diz, Alec is gonna show you how it's really done. Alright, so we're rebooting the scene. You gotta... Hey there, Mr. Lady. I'm not a perfect person.
Oh hey, can you fix my broken wings? And let me fly again?
Sure, baby. I just want to fly, like a bird in the sky.
Oh, look at the weather. I can't stop the rain from falling.
Shit, here comes the rain again. Fuck.
Oh well, we just have to carry on dancing.
Yeah, but sometimes I'd be dancing with myself.
You know, I gotta go. I think it's just you and your hand tonight.
Whoa, hold on, baby. You can't do that. I'm a sex bomb. Sex bomb.
Well, I gotta go because my mom told me to walk this way.
Wait, you can't do that. I'm about to go harder, better, faster, stronger.
Look at the clocks.
I'm never gonna give you up.
Sorry, I've gotta go. It's my time to go home. Because I'm coming down with something. Coming down with the sickness.
Listen, Listen, please tell me now. Is there something I should know? Is there something I should say that'll make you come my way?
I'm a man.
Are you a rocket man?
No, sorry, these are just little lies.
Man, you feel like a woman.
Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me?
I don't know, sometimes they be pushing up my buttons.
God. I feel like I'm having a downfall.
It's alright. Look, we could just keep dancing until the world ends.
No, I'm afraid I'm getting drunk. Gotta wake up in the morning. Wrong side of wrong bed.
Wow. Listen, I struggle so much day by day because there ain't no love in the heart of the city.
Shit, I can't think of something for now.
Oh no, are you losing your breath? Can you keep up?
But everybody knows.
That you're a naughty girl?
That I have eyes on you.
Wow, so crazy in love.
It's a pity I'm faithless.
It's a pity I'm heartless. And I'm back to my ways because I'm heartless.
I'm afraid this conversation seems far from over.
Nope. You could try running, but even I ran so far away.
Oh hey, I'm gonna show you my new pen. It feels good, ink.
What? Look, lady, we can go to the tropics sipping pina coladas. Shouty, I can take you there.
I'm really sorry. You know, you started to bother me. I'm gonna work from home. Oh.
Wow, listen, I'm no scrub. I don't hang on the passenger side of my best friend's ride trying to holler at you.
Alright, fill me in.
I work. Every day I be work.
Okay, follow me to my bedroom.
Sweet. She's probably gonna get me hot like wow.
Yeah, we're probably gonna fork her. There's a Nelly Furtado song called Forker, so that's what I'm trying.
Got it. This is how we do it.
Forward.
Okay.
Stop it! You're moving too fast.
Stop! In the name of love, before you break my heart.
I'm fully alive right now.
Oh yeah, I'm feeling my return of the Mac.
Oh no, you're about to give it all away.
Yeah, cause
how did you just go from dating to fucking?
Oh, you touched my tra-la-la.
Oh, get your freak on.
You're worth it. Ooh, you're worth it.
Give me love.
Fucking these are the breaks. Bring it up. Let's go.
Well, after that performance, I have to give you a grade 8.
Great, cause I'm out of touch.
Well, I decided I'm gonna be gay now, so I'm gonna be starting to gun down r***s.
Right. Life's what you make it.
I think I was happier without you.
Alrighty, lady. Bye.
One thing before you go.
What?
Your thing was hard to swallow.
That's not a song!
Yes, it is. You be at 6.
No!
It is.
Oh, scene! Jesus Christ!
Oh dear. I had no idea where this was going.
Listen, that's the beauty of it. Oh my god. Literally half the time. See, I knew this was gonna be fucking good. I swear to God, I can't even right now. What you were pulling out of your ass, what I was fucking pulling out of my ass. I was literally going through my iTunes and just randomly finding an album, and it was just, oh, there you go. That's a song. Fuck.
I have to admit, I was going through my MP.
Listen, that was the only way we were gonna do it.
Yeah.
Fuck. You're welcome, Shaun. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Happy early birthday.
You should buy the greatest hits version from us.
Wow.
We should make a playlist of every song we've used to annoy him.
Oh God, I'm not gonna remember that off the top of my head.
That's why we got the podcast.
Right. Okay. We'll see. We'll make
Okay, let's compose ourselves.
Shut the fuck up, you fuck. Let's get to the final part of this Spoodcast. Let's do the one part that the Wardcast doesn't do anymore. It's time to talk about some updates.
Wow, is it because someone doesn't have updates every week?
Well, it's hard to give updates every week when you're trapped in the drive-thru. Great, I'm not done making my song references yet. Now we got Weird Al up in this bitch. Fuck. Anyways, it's a struggle. I know. That's why I kind of do the Spoodcast once a month, because I know if I did it every week, I wouldn't be able to bring updates. Not the way.
Yeah.
It helps. As I mentioned before, and I mentioned in the thing I'm going to be talking about on my end, like, doing the Spoodcast once a month helps me get other content out in between Spoodcast, so that doesn't feel like all my attention goes to the Spoodcast. And I'll say that for later. For now, Alec, just talk about us about any stuff you've been working on or stuff that you've been posting and all that jazz, so people can get to know a little bit more about you, since this is technically, potentially, if I get Devil May Cry 1 first, they won't really know your stuff.
Yeah, sure. So, all right, I'll say, I mean, I'm not sure. I think we talked about this at the start.
We did, briefly. We talked about how you worked on Life is Stupid and all that stuff. Is there anything else that you got working on that's coming up?
Yeah, so the major one is Outside the Residence.
And for people who haven't seen those part of the Resident Evil parodies, give them a little background on that.
Okay, so the reason why I come up with Outside the Residence is because there was a parody. Oh, there was two parodies actually, called Raccoon City Stories and The Residents. Both like brainchild of Andrew, Shaun, and Jazz. Unfortunately, Andrew can't do it anymore for reasons.
Yep.
So I'm not going to go into detail as to.
Right.
I just felt like, oh god, because when I go back to watch these old parodies, I'm just like, I look at all the comments and look at all the people that was like, we need more, and it's just like, I was that person that's saying, we need more.
Yeah. So this is like a bit of like a love letter kind of thing.
Yeah. So Outside the Residence is primarily set with the residents in mind, and when I come to upload the video, it will have the video link description of the original content, so you can watch it, the original content, and get back to this one. So there is a lot of jokes borrowed from the first two things that I mentioned.
Love letters indeed.
But I have actually started writing scripts for episode 2 and 3. There will be an episode 2 and 3, at least.
Right? Control Shift M.
But yeah, so in the later scripts, it's more material I come up with. So I was like, okay. Although there is jokes I have come up with for the first episode, which I'm quite proud of. So yeah. Hopefully it should be up before the podcast or Spoodcast comes up. So
It'll definitely come out before the Spoodcast comes up.
Yeah. So if you want to find it, it could be on the Ward Productions. Right. Okay. So the video's done. The video editing's done. Sounds, everything's all together. And I sent it to Shaun so he could evaluate it.
So basically,
However,
it's up to him to upload it.
Yeah. However, I didn't know that he was working on a Resident Evil parody.
The final episode to episode 13?
No, not. No, he mentioned that he's gonna do an RE3.
Oh.
I'm like, oh, okay.
Well, that's awkward.
Yeah.
Apple Productions.
The outside of the residence probably will disappear on capital T H E lowercase H-E, capital A-X, lowercase presents, so all one word, capital T, capital A-X. They're the only capitals in that A-X presents.
We'll have it in the description too for you guys.
Yeah. So that's definitely coming up, and you should watch it.
And there's
After you watch The Residence.
Yeah, it's definitely a love letter, and the fact that Jazz Rich, who was the voice of Jill in The Residence, is still reprising her role as Jill in Outside the Residence, so the legacy continues, truly.
And there is a sneaky cameo where she voiced a Marvin, so just keep your ears open for that one.
Oh yeah, this time he'll be turning up the jazz!
Yeah, fucking jazz music!
Fucking jazz, motherfucker!
Yeah. But yeah, that's my latest goal. Probably next project I'll be working on is episode 2 of Outside the Residence, and then possibly
Life is
episode
Stupid?
2. Yeah, Life is Stupid.
Perfect.
Yeah.
He's getting the ball rolling, guys. He's getting the ball rolling.
Yeah.
Productivity, am I right? 2020.
See, that's the one thing about lockdown. You can just get on with this shit.
Yeah, it's definitely something, because, yeah, on my end, from updates, obviously I got the Godwater Spoots get out there, and then I got my April Fool's joke, which wasn't intended to be an April Fool's, and then it turned into an April Fool's for the House of the Dead, the Shoot My Weak Points, but in reverse. Yeah. All of the current episodes released in reverse, and that was great. It really was just based off a joke of, man, I really just want to think about an entire life playing in reverse, because I actually wanted to do that in my really ancient, bad House of Dead 3 spood, and then I made a joke about it and Shoot My Weak Points, and I was just like, no, don't do that. And then I made a video where I did that, and it turned out great. And then it turned into an April Fool's joke, because obviously people wanted House of Dead Scarlet Dawn when Scarlet Dawn's not out on consoles yet, which is going to be the only time I'm going to do it. I'm not going to take those videos from the people playing the Japanese game, somehow able to record it and upload it. And that's great, but there's like fucking Japanese text in the way, there's, not completely solid quality that I want to work with, and, we're gonna wait till we get it on my own hands.
The good thing is, when you actually play the games yourself and what it, you kind of have more freedom to do things.
Yeah.
Rather than copying.
Exactly. So, that's what I want to really do with that. I've also, as you guys know, I was working on the Devil May Cry 1 spood. Most of the lines are getting turned in. There's still a few people who are missing the deadline right now, but they're getting exception because some of their parts is literally not until the very fucking end of the spood. So I'm just hoping they will turn it in within this week, of the week of April 20th through the 20th or whatever, before April ends. As I mentioned before, this Spoodcast might not come right close to the week of the recording, because I'm going to be working on, I got making a satire ad of Resident Evil 4 Remake's news coming out, and I wanted to make a satire out of it. I recorded all of it last night, broke down laughing my ass off because I kept making I made 3 minutes of bloopers out of a 5-minute commercial, because I couldn't fucking speak English to save my life, and then I came up with an idea for that. So there's going to be a bloopers video, and then there's going to be a special version of the commercial with the bloopers, because of this stupid idea I had. So that's going to be worked on, and I'm going to release that before Devil May Cry 1, because it's a shorter spood skit. It'll require a little bit more resources than usual, but it's not going to be a 40-minute video, so I'm going to get that done first. And if Diz and Lindsay can turn in their fucking lines, I can get another short spood skit. If not this month, it'll be next month. So that's why I fucking played Resident Evil 2 for and did all that for a good hour or two. Let's get that done. Then obviously I mentioned I took notes for the GM18, the Manly Girly Idols Love Live, anime parody that I'm doing. I watched the whole season 2. Wrote down notes of what happened, wrote down some notes of what I could put in there, and structurally wise, we're looking at instead of doing all 13 episodes, I want to trim it down to 5 episodes or 4, because I'm trying to put an end to GM18, like properly, of course, but also really abridging it and making sure that we still have some of my original voice actors still with me by then. I really don't want to start searching for new blood, but if it gets to September and I don't get all the lines from all the voice actors, I might have to recast, because it can't be taking a whole year to do a few episodes that I would have gotten done in a few months. But yeah. And then, of course, I mentioned I read a little bit of the Resident Evil 2 script. Once I finally properly get Devil May Cry 1 Spoot done, you can bet your ass I'm gonna finish the fuck out of that script. And, yeah, there's also a Patreon video that I'm working. 2020 version, kind of more, not more of the compressed, 3 minutes I did. It's kind of like a reflecting of everything that's happened so far, the progress, and what I want to do from there. That video's definitely also going to be up before the Spootcast. A lot of stuff's going to happen before the Spootcast, so everyone's already going to know what happened then, but I'm just mentioning it now because at the time I haven't finished any of it, and I'm really trying to get really productive while we're still in lockdown. And if I'm still in lockdown, if we don't come back on May, then clearly I have more time to go, but I'm really trying to push forward and get DarkAbridgerEX further beyond now that we've gotten all this time to show that I'm back in this bitch and I'm being productive and I'm not gonna stop until I get this shit done. So yeah, there's a lot going on. It's been a really productive month and I'm gonna keep pushing for it. It's just insane. This is basically, this whole situation's almost ideal. Not ideal, yeah. The concept, the fact that I'm home, that I don't have to go to school, the fact that I don't have a job, is what my life was going to be like. Working out and all that shit. The problem is, obviously, it's not heaven because I don't have money in my pocket, besides the stimulus check, and I also can't go out to see people. So it's almost perfect, but it's not perfect. Because of the whole...
At least in heaven you can skate.
Wow. What are you talking about? I'm on a highway to hell. So yeah, that should be it for this episode of the Spoodcast. Thank you guys for listening in. This was definitely a long Spoodcast because there was so much media to talk about. The longest it's ever been in a while. If you want to leave your likes or comments, you're free to do so. You're not obligated to do so. And support your boys' Patreon now more than ever. And also, as I mentioned before, go support Alec. He's a fellow machine parody maker, and he's got the potential to be really fucking good. So give him the love that he deserves and have him rise up to the top, just like Shaun and I have.
Yeah, let's get Robin S and show me love.
Exactly. Yes, you've got to show him love. So that's pretty much it. Remember, guys, when you see a goat on the street and it crosses the road, that's not normal. You're dreaming. Wake up. Wake up. Bye. Special thanks to Jake the Fox, I Has a Voice, and Shadowbat. Thank you guys very much for your support.